Puts you to sleep.
The stimuli is digging the hole.
You just can't understand the simplistic pleasure of digging a hole.
I do that
For
outside
8 hours
every
deep into digging a hole. Just
Bro, I do garden.
weary-eyed, scary-out monitor.
I dig a hole every once in a while in the garden. Why do I need to go play a video game for that? I actually like putting my hands in the dirt.
That's fair, actually. Really digging a hole is both an awful experience and a great one.
It is.
Yeah.
It truly is.
Okay.
Nothing makes you feel weaker than digging a hole.
Oh, God.
Depends on what you're putting in the hole. Like,
Someone's like, oh yeah, you can get this done in a half day. You hit the ground, it's just fucking rock.
Dude, I did dig up around my air conditioner. It's just fucking like gravel and dirt like mixed together. It was a nightmare.
what an esoteric device.
I have to get rid of this wing. Fuck. Okay. So, welcome everybody back to I don't even know how many parts anymore, so I'm just declaring this part 11 of the Battle of Ithaca. How is everyone doing tonight?
Let's go.
Ecstatic. I'm digging a hole.
I am doing good.
Iris, you know I love you.
Okay.
However, this drawing, it's tormenting me. I can't get the blast ray right. That's it.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I sent it to you on Instagram.
It doesn't. I don't
no.
need. I don't need the explosion if that's not. If you don't want to.
No.
It needs an explosion.
I'm gonna get it
I mean.
done.
Okay.
You just have to hear my
It's a pain in the ass, but I'm gonna do it.
complaining. You just have to
I
hear
got
me
you.
complain.
I got you. No worries.
I love you.
Love you too. Alright.
Damn. I thought you weren't gonna say it back. I was like, wow, are we gonna watch this?
You don't have to say it back. It's just me and my friend group where I'm from. We just say it to each other so casually that
No, I get
it
that.
slips
I
out.
do. One of my friends does that too. I've gotten used to reciprocating it, but also just like that word at like. I'm not going into that. Where did we leave off last
Iris,
session?
if I say it, you can honestly tell me to fuck off and I'll understand.
I'm not gonna do that.
Just
no.
Tell him to fuck off. Do it right now.
Christ. Okay.
I found a baby.
That is true. You did find a baby.
I fell asleep.
Can we eat it?
I mean, you found
Got
the
a
baby
knife.
last session, but you found the baby the session prior, but yeah. Is Junji dying
Yeah. On the
Yeah.
ground.
again?
Bleeding out.
What?
No.
I think so.
From what I remember,
Looks
you
like
were
he's
fine.
got 9 hit points right
He might
here.
have got resurrected by Rory.
Yeah, Roy's on his heal
well,
shit.
Yeah,
Okay, but I can
Rory's
only
on his heal
heal
shit,
8.
but also the person that is in Junji's head apparently is the one also brought them up. Literally just
This just in.
get up there,
Junji
get in
just
there,
has
soldier.
very bad hallucinations. He's not real.
He's not real.
Junji schizophrenia arc.
So, take the buff.
Uh-oh. Why is there a 19?
Hey, what's this thing? What's with the flesh monster?
Oh,
We're on a
you
flesh
didn't see
monster.
that the first time?
That's the
Oh,
Skella guy.
you were asleep the last time. Yeah. So Hera used her lair action last session to summon more skeletons, But instead of them being disseminated into a bunch of skeleton humanoids, they turned into a bone swarm.
Wow.
The big boner.
Oh my
The
god.
big
I'm gonna tell you-
boner.
Jesus.
gonna
She's on, I
strangle
will
you.
point out she's only able to do that if she rolls a certain number or higher on the dice that she rolls. But yes, she rolled in a bone swarm.
All right, now we just need to push the bone swarm off of the fucking map.
We can give
Off
the flesh its bones back.
It has a flying speed, I should add.
So,
It has it's a bone
The
helicopter.
bones have wings.
It's a bone helicopter.
It's
Does
like
each
it's like
individual
floating.
bone have
It's like a bunch
wings?
of bones. It's a magical bone swarm flying in the air.
a bone chopper.
Bone copper.
The bones are all just
Bone
levitating.
chopper.
Oh, great.
Oh, and look at that! They're really close on the initiative. Isn't that lovely?
Why?
They're right after Morgan.
Oh,
That's
Crazy.
not good.
after Morgan?
They're after Morgan.
This
Yes.
is better than before.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
oh
I've lost
no.
my fly, so
Hey, what's the 17? Get this eye here. Yeah. Oh, whatever.
What's the what? The 17? To what?
Yeah, the skelly.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah,
Meh.
yeah.
I think that's actually
I
The
see
original
9,
initiative.
19, and 3.
no. No, I think I just decided like I'm gonna disseminate all of the enemy initiatives a bit more. So I just rolled again a new initiative for a separate initiative for the skeletons and I think other things too. Argos is still on the same initiative as Dionysus. The cluster demons not anymore. They're still going on Dionysus' turn. I think it's just the skeletons. But yeah. If nothing else, I think we will just get right into it because it's already 1 o'clock.
Yes, let's kill some peeps.
So, we last left off. I think we ended mid initiative instead of going all the way back to the top. We last left off with the last turn with the turn of the cluster demons. All of the demons that are like guarding all the different obelisks. And now it is the initiative turn of the two of Argos and all of his little buddies. Let me turn this music on. Ain't that so fun? It's so
It
fun.
almost makes it worth it.
Okay.
oh yeah.
So
Question for Rory and Akamaro. Which of you got the map with the obelisk locations on it?
That was Rory.
Okay.
what
Thank
map? You
you,
don't
I
know about
just
any
needed-
map.
Yeah, they told me about it.
I think
did
it was.
We all got psychic linked here like
Oh, yeah,
twice
yeah, yeah.
over. Every
Okay,
piece of
at the
information
moment,
is
I
just
think the
known.
only actual alkalith that can do anything would be the one fighting Hestia. At least the only one that's actually in combat with anything. So, Argos, this beefy boy, is gonna make a certain number of attacks.
A certain number.
You may have gotten a little buff because someone complained about how the same
What do you
how they have the
mean?
same stamina.
got a buff?
Hey, you guys got several buffs and are
Nothing here
going to
needs a
continue
buff.
to get
We're all
buffs.
dying.
What do you mean we got buffed?
We need.
I have.
We were
I-
dead.
Someone.
Look, all I'm saying is I had planned on buffing Argos because yes, I did have the exact same stat block regardless of how big or small each alkalith cluster was.
That doesn't mean buff. That means take away from the little ones.
Yeah, I
the
say
little
nerf.
ones are the normal alkaliths.
I don't care. I want them dead.
They're not supposed to do this.
The little ones I pulled straight from the 5e tools. Argos is the only one I changed. So it's the only one that's mine. So he's gonna make 5 attacks instead of 3.
All is lost. It's so over.
I think let me verify because Hestia is.
If you put this encounter into an encounter builder, the XP, like the challenge rating would say go fuck yourself.
The challenge rating would be infinity, I think.
Okay, she does not have
level 20
vulnerability or immunity or resistance to any cold damage, so she's just gonna take the brunt of all of this. I mean, they rolled really shit last time, so.
Since the confusion guys got a buff, can the giant fucking fist get a nerf at least? Please.
I didn't really see an issue with the fist. I think it was accurate.
Is all they killed us multiple times. If any of us fails
is just instant death. I understand that. Why the fuck is the moss monster getting a buff? You saw us dying. You saw us barely getting through this. You're like, you know what? I don't think it's hard enough.
Listen, you're getting buffed too, and all of the NPCs are getting buffed too, and you guys are gonna
the ones
continue
that
to
are
get
charmed
buffs.
are the ones that are dead.
Or the ones on the ground.
Tell me what I got for my level up. Because as far as I know, it's 1 3rd level spell.
You got you got an add-on to your max HP.
Oh, that's great. I'm at 18.
Didn't you explicitly
I'm not
mention
gonna
that
get up
it
to
heals
100
current
again.
health?
You did say it doesn't.
I thought, didn't you gain another spell as well, aside from the one that you swapped with your original spell?
With what spell
Yeah.
slots?
I have 1 spell slot.
The spell slots you gained from the level up.
I think
1. Don't say multiple.
Rise
It was
and
1.
warlock.
It was 1 spell slot.
Well, if you disseminate it with your sorcery points.
I used all my sorcery points, and I
But if you
didn't
take
get another one from leveling up because you said I did it.
All
A
I'm
short
saying
rest would
is,
have been more useful than a level up here.
all I'm saying is, if we got to know when the fist is coming, where everyone had a chance to dodge it, I think that would make everything far more balanced. Because I like knowing when the fist is coming at the top of the initiative, because I can dodge it, but everyone else just dies, and I cannot do this alone.
And it's not down, it's dies.
Yeah,
None of us have
and
health.
this health, even if you don't fail the save for most of us, it is death.
Quick check. Who has the most health here, and is it more than 10?
probably me with 30. I'm not gonna lie.
If there's some story
Like, are we
beat
talking max
that we're
health or
like
current
going
health?
against here, just make an NPC tell us to leave, please.
No,
That
it's
did
not.
And if
technically
we're
already
supposed
happen.
to
I
do
have
this,
That
died.
did technically
promise.
already happen. We did directly say no, we're not retreating. That
that was us talking. That wasn't any NPCs.
No, that was Cirilla.
it was Cersei and fucking.
It was Cersei, yeah.
Yeah.
Not Cirilla, it was Cersei, yeah.
This is a
But no,
suicide mission.
that-
Whether we leave or not.
I'm going to say right now, I'm fully expecting Hera to die in this. That's not anything like where like it's not anything like where I had Zeus just teleport out of the last combat. I fully expect you guys to win.
Getting healed.
You guys are getting buffed as well.
I'm the
and you are going
fastest
to
one
continue
here.
to get buffed
I
and
can't get there.
assistance. I promise.
It'll take me 5 turns to get there.
I promise.
I'm
Like
the
I said,
fastest one here.
I
I'd
promise
be
the
happy if we just stopped getting fisted.
I mean, it'd be nice to know he's winding up. Those of us who could see on the outside.
Good lord. Okay.
That's all I'm saying. Just the wind up.
Compromise.
That's all
Compromise.
I'm-
I will declare. I will. During each lair action, when the Hecatoncres will do its action, and that's when and then after its turn, I will declare, immediately after its turn, I will declare what its next move is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
My life is yours.
I mean, I'm just ready to write up a new character. If I survive, it's awesome. If not, I don't.
Yeah, it sounds like we're making a new party.
We're so back. Now that we know when we're about to get fisted, we're so back.
What you're forgetting is even if you make your new character, unless it already makes sense for them to be here, You're gonna have to wait for this fight to end in another 2 months.
Definitely. I don't mind that. I'd rather be adventuring somewhere else in Cerdonia than getting
Get
visited by the
some random
promise
adventurer
you,
is
everybody
just
is
walking
dealing with-
along. They see a giant flesh mech.
Anthony, I promise
turns
you,
around.
everybody is dealing with the exact same threat, just a different
Yeah.
flavoring of the threat.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, that was our fault to begin with.
I have a
been
contingency
fighting
plan.
for
I
so
will not be
long.
dying. I have
was
a
also-
baby to look after now.
I
You're a father now.
I remember you
You have a
saying
responsibility.
that the battle on Salos was probably going to be the biggest. This one has already gone on longer.
Arid gets plus 3 to strength now.
Aaron, you are not the father.
I am now.
He's the dad that stepped up.
I'm the dad.
Iris, I'm gonna be so for real. I did not expect you to
flashback.
actually look at the updates during this. I was just gonna spam
You
you.
expect
and
me
you
to
can
get
look
a
after the
notification
stream.
on my phone and not? I have anxiety and ADHD. I'm definitely looking at my phone the second I get a response. No matter what it is. Like,
Understandable.
Can Argos already just punch Hera's head off? Or
sure.
Yeah, let's get
I'll
these
go
5
right ahead
hits
with
in.
that.
Let's go
Yeah.
ahead and kill Hestia real quick.
So,
I want to
do.
die, maybe myself included.
God damn it.
The
Honestly,
cycle has
Hestia's-
turned to wheel.
Oh, sweet, a natural 1. How lovely. Oh no.
That's
That was
2
okay.
crits? 2 crits?
Just one.
Nobody told me there was gonna be tentacles this
31.
time.
I didn't know. Argos
The first 2 miss. Then the next 3 hit. I'm gonna roll another set of dice for that.
You can
Fourth
say
hit.
76. That's okay.
that's kind of poo-poo damage.
Is
Okay.
she resistant to cold? At least
No.
smile.
I specifically checked. She is not.
Which is
you make decisions here.
just crazy.
He's going to get bodied by this fucking CR7 or whatever.
Okay.
It's a monster.
It's a
Tell me,
boss.
let's see that health bar just absolutely fucking tank.
It's so over.
I honestly want to see people's health bars as soon as we damage them. I need my Dark Souls health bar, okay? I need to know what I'm fighting so I can get a firearm proficiency and do what Doom did.
Shoot himself in the head.
He might have had the right idea. He was thinking ahead of me.
That's exactly 100 damage.
29 plus. Oh, it's exactly.
Yeah.
All together.
All together.
God damn.
Okay, so more HP than we all collectively have on one turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Smile.
This
Okay.
fucking, what, 10-person party has less health than that attack?
Next
Oh,
up
yeah.
is the Rosmoans. So,
Hey, cool.
so we'll start with who's still up? Delurin's still up. Cersei, Kraga, and Tiresias. So all of them are up. I was thinking about other people. All right, so we'll go over to the. I don't know why I don't have this folder automatically. I have like so many folders that the entire process for me to get to this section of maps is ridiculous, and I have to do that every single time. All right,
I was
so
gonna say, how many folders do you have?
a lot, quite a lot.
Having seen the incarnate side of this, a lot.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me just.
Okay.
That's not even the.
so-
Alright, Tiresias,
Okay.
what can you do?
Can
Ask some
Delurin make
questions is one.
attacks while he's holding someone?
I forget who is Delurin holding.
Morgan.
Morgan. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
gonna
holding her
say-
out of melee range.
I'm gonna say no. Just because he's using both of his hands, and also, does he even have reach with his hands? Because if he's flying
I don't believe
above
so.
them, then I'm going to say
and
no.
I don't think he can do soul stealing gaze without doing his other attacks. So I think we're just
No,
gonna.
I'll say his soul stealing gaze is a part of his multi-attack, but he could still do it as a separate action. He just can't, just the multi-attack action. Just when he uses the multi-attack action, he can do all of those, but he can do soul stealing gaze by just using one action.
Also,
And
you said
are these guys undead? I cannot remember.
These are fiends.
you said Delurin
I
can't
can.
attack because his hands are full.
Holden Morgan.
Yeah, he's carrying Morgan right now.
He does have a bite attack.
If he has a bite attack, then he can definitely. Then I'll say he can definitely use that. And if he wants to swap out the claw attack for a bite attack, then sure.
Yippee!
Let's go.
Or so
But then he wouldn't be able to withdraw back out
See,
of
you
melee
guys do
range.
get some good stuff. No, I'm kidding.
How much do you really care about me, though, Morgan?
I also saw
Right,
that
so-
I think you guys have updated the question list of Tiresias, so
I don't think Tiresias is getting a chance to ask any questions in a bit.
I don't know if we're in a position to ask questions at the moment.
I
He
specifically
does have a very important question
drafted
to
up
ask,
my
and
list
it's-
of cherubim for that for his questions.
It's very important that we ask the question about the skeletons.
What's the question?
I
about the
specifically
character?
crossed that one
Oh.
out. I don't know if you
I
saw
moved
that
it so it's
red
no longer
line
crossed
across
out.
that question.
It's crazy.
I
that we
moved the
haven't
text
asked that
box.
yet.
A 16 is gonna hit. Over fucking kill on that one. Which one do you hit?
This one at the bottom.
I promise you, this one is much more worth it.
Oh, then I'll go for this one.
Because I want to clarify, this guy has 1 HP, this guy's at full health, and instantly gets one shot.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
Thank
yeah, no,
God.
I'll get the full health second bite.
Don't.
Come on.
Okay, that crits.
Okay, so now I'll go for bottom guy.
Yeah, just
Just overkill.
Uh-huh.
And I will soul stealing gaze this last guy.
Go for it.
I'm all about still seeing the gaze.
Charisma saving throw.
they even have a soul.
Fail.
I'm sure he's gonna fail.
It's a
Some-
blast. He shouldn't have succeeded.
Fail.
Doesn't even look like a guy.
God damn it!
Goddamn! He got a natural 20 with that -3 to charisma. That
That's
saves.
crazy. He deserves not to take that, honestly.
And then Delurin is gonna carry Morgan back out of melee range since there's no enemies in melee at the moment.
I
Okay.
don't want the enemy to go.
How far out?
About 20 feet in the air.
Oh,
and
just
go
20 feet
back
up?
a bit.
Okay.
15 feet up, 5 feet back.
Okay. Sounds good. Next up, do we want to do Cersei and Kraga first, or do we want to stay here with the Dulurin? Not Dulurin, Tiresias.
Might as well get Tiresias out of the way so we're not going back and forth.
Yeah, we can get out of the way.
Throw a punch.
So do we have questions to ask? I got.
We have a
Three
pillar that
questions.
needs to be punched.
Yeah. I'm also
Alright.
thinking I guess if he's right here, Rory can jump to here and still be
Should we tell
close to
him about the
everybody.
owl at all?
Do we want to ask about the owl?
I think me and fucking
Lokir.
yeah, Loki are the only ones that know about the owl, and
Yeah.
fucking Akamaro and fucking
Aria.
Arya are the only ones that know about the baby.
The baby.
Let's go.
Akamaro's not the name of the child, by the way. I just want to clarify, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure.
Alright, we're just gonna go
It's
with
nothing.
then. Do I have brain burn or do I need to recharge that?
think you have to
I think you
recharge,
did
but
need to
also-
recharge that, yeah.
But also, it doesn't work on the pillar, so.
Alright. It doesn't recharge. Well, just to get out of the way, we'll punch this guy first.
Put his ass down.
Put his ass down. 25?
Yeah. Fucking had 7 HP before the crit.
Hell yeah.
All right, do a flip now.
Then he's gonna run over to this
All
and
right.
get 2 more punches on this guy, which is force damage. Which maybe he's vulnerable to. Maybe, possibly, hopefully.
I mean,
It'd be really cool if he was.
Force damage.
I mean, thunder would have been a safe guess, but force damage.
He is. They are vulnerable to thunder, but no. But
Not force. Damn.
and unfortunately, that 26 barely doesn't crit. But he still takes all of that damage.
Hell yeah.
15, 26. So about like that. Okay.
We know this thing's range is 10 feet, right?
Mhm.
Alright, he's just gonna pop out to here.
I think he did watch. Tiresias watched as Kyries got swatted out of the sky.
Alright.
Lovely sight.
Same behavior.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be into his turn.
All right. Next up is Cersei and Kraga. Let me go to the other map for that.
I believe that's a hit on Kraga's recharge.
Hell yeah.
That should be correct, I think. Isn't it even like reduced, like it's a 4 of 6, or is that brain burn?
That's brain burn.
Ah, gotcha.
Alright, gonna keep stabbing skeletons. How do we feel about that against the skeleton that's already hit?
13? I think that hits. And 12 force damage probably definitely kills it. Yeah, nah. The 2 health skeleton is dead.
Yep. And repeat. How do we feel about that one?
That crit, but you one-shot it before the crit.
Alright, cool. Glad I didn't waste my big attack. Keep that saved. And then she'll rush over here to kill more skeletons. Yep.
Not many skeletons to kill. It's just a bunch. Oh, up there. Yeah.
And a giant fucking
Is
bone
enough.
swarm up here.
Yeah.
Alright. Cersei. What the fuck is Cersei gonna do?
Cersei is surrounded by the corpses of all of these land sharks. And is also, I think, standing on flesh right now. So if the platforms move, she's not moving with them.
Okay. So she can get onto the bridge. It's only one tile of difficult terrain, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so she'll get right there. And what in the
Can she get into a building? Maybe it doesn't matter at the moment.
no?
I mean, sprinting helps.
Yeah, I guess she just has to take the dash action. Let me double check her move speed actually. I don't think. Yeah, no, she's not fast. Okay, so she doesn't do a lot right now.
Okay.
It's something.
All right. Okay. So it is at this point something that I forgot to do at the beginning of the turn. At the beginning of the turn, not this turn, but like in the beginning of starting combat. I'd like you all to choose amongst yourselves, one of you to roll a d6. And
It should be anyone but me.
I
and
was about to
before
say-
rolling, and before rolling, I would like to ask evens or odds.
Who wants to do it?
Yeah, but the gods would expect us to not pick Venom, no? So
Do you want me to do it?
Go ahead and do it.
Alright.
And I say we go for evens.
Okay,
I too vote for
Evens.
evens.
Well,
And
we
it's
got
odds.
odds.
Okay.
By that, I did mean to say odds.
That's what we intended to say.
That's what I
Yeah,
meant to say.
You know, actually,
Odds-
I
odds is
think we
like
should
one
probably
to
just
five,
try
right?
down.
Morgan, it is your.
I said evens anyway, so it's fine. We're just gonna die. It's fine. Get to explore more Cerdonia.
Maybe
just
you'll
that.
die. I'm built different.
You better be for our
We got
sake.
that now.
Yeah, I've got a kid.
So
die.
Morgan is gonna call
Roll.
over to Rory and say, "Can you give me that map on as soon as you're able? I have an idea to get it to Cirilla so that we can aim all the Nahuatl at them."
Absolutely.
Thank you. And seeing as how I can't damage anything without ammo right now, I'm going to just take a crossbow shot at the obelisk.
All right.
I'm sure that's Teresa's there for you.
It's fine.
Shots fired. Oh,
13 is going to miss, unfortunately.
I can nab it. And I'm gonna bonus action dodge.
All right.
Yeah.
Just in
Sounds
case.
good.
Wise choice.
Next up
Skeletons.
is the skeletons. So we'll get the tiny.
Swarm.
We'll get the tiny ones out of the way first, because there are still tiny ones.
Yes.
Do we even like care about those guys anymore?
Probably not, but you know.
Personally, I don't, but
So
I care.
insensitive to the skeletons.
Yeah, they care about us, unfortunately, which
maybe I'll just be a plasmoid for my next character. Bones are overrated. It's fine.
I don't need bones. The Sakachakris is doing fine.
The Takatakaris is flesh and bone. It's everything in between.
It's specifically just
Well, the
flesh, and
bones
the
are up
bones
here.
are right here.
We're dealing with the bones right now.
Oh, so it's just the bones of the city. Ew.
Yeah,
It's
this
just
is
sitting out
this
all
is just the
citizens.
bones of the civilians that had died attacking you,
Does every
while the
ci-
rest of the flesh went into the Hecatoncres. Okay, so two
Every
skeletons.
civilian-
Two skeletons made it back here,
Uh-oh.
but I don't think any of them got in range to do anything.
No.
They're kind of just on the map for a visual to hit. Where
Okay, I
are
got a
my
quick
skeleton stat
question.
blocks? Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at Junji on the map. What's that little like bent over guy with spikes on his back? What does that mean?
Prone?
One more time? Oh, that was for when you were prone. You're not anymore, so you're fine. You can remove
Okay,
that
okay.
marker if you're able to.
I don't know how.
It's okay, I'll do it. Just give me 1
Maybe
second.
Look.
There you go.
You were
Okay,
literally-
so
Thank you.
that's,
I forgot I have push to
I
speak.
think
you just gotta click on your icon
that's
and
where-
that little circle up below it. That'll do all the
It's
token
not.
icons.
right, that's where the skeletons are. And then for purposes okay. Is Rory still here? Okay. So actually I'm sorry I keep changing it, but the Bone Swarm is most definitely going to move right back over to this mini map here.
I assume they have enough movement to
Oh yeah.
Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's a
I
bone.
see.
It's a freaking centipede.
Now here's the question: do I have shield up?
Do you?
Do you?
I was asleep.
I don't see
don't
why
know
you
how-
would.
I
mean, it's
I
a
know I
reaction.
cast it at
Might
some
want-
point. Well, I don't have a spell slot for that, and I'm not gonna
Oh.
use a 3rd level spell for it.
Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Okay, it's large size. Let me fix this. Do. There's the Bone Swarm. it moved 10 feet to get where it is. It's gonna move. I'm gonna put this on the back just so that I can do this. It's gonna move there. And then it is gonna make one attack per person in its space. So it's gonna make one attack to Morgan and one attack to Delurin.
Damn.
Weren't they flying?
Yeah, aren't they up high?
Yes, and the Bone Swarm flies up with it.
Wow.
And also, I believe it's like it's only like 15 feet up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you just watch this like cluster of bones begin slithering out of the cracks of the earth, like almost like a massive snake, and then as you watch it like emerge, you can hear the clattering bones as they like ricochet off of each other within this massive swarm, almost like every single individual bone in this swarm has a mind of its own. You just see it all just like dart down and then up into the air directly towards Delurin and Morgan, and you just see them get engulfed in this swarm of bones as both of them are attacked.
Oh.
It's a 21 to Morgan and a 26 to Delurin.
Dang, that's even with disadvantage.
Oh shit, yeah, he has they have disadvantage on just Morgan. Yep, so the 21 goes to 13, so that misses Morgan. Delurin is still hit though, so Delurin's gonna take 31 slashing and piercing damage.
Oh no.
And I believe that knocks him unconscious. So you just watch this bone swarm come flying up into the air, and Morgan, you just see as Delurin kind of like tries to avoid them, shielding them with his wings. One of them just sucks him right in the head, and the two of you go cascading out of the bone swarm just straight down to the ground.
Oh, don't worry, I'm sure Delurin broke your fall.
Thinking that you guys are indisposed, it's gonna move over here. But is not going to be able to attack yet.
He's just up to Junji and Rory.
All right.
Lester's luck.
So that is going to be the end of the skeleton's turns. And part of me wants to update the miniature scaled version of this map onto the big scaled version, but for now I'm kind of just gonna do that. Okay. Next up is Arya.
Okay.
We go back over to here, and we see you just surfing along, kind of just back here on this, along here.
Yes, I am by the flesh. I do not like the flesh, apart from it.
Who does?
Valuable healing, of course, because who needs potions when you have blood? So, who really cares? But I haven't used this yet the entire time, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use my second wind.
Oh!
I've used it for so long.
You made me terrified of what that was for so long.
Well,
and it's just second wind.
Yeah, it's just a second one, you know, one.
It's a D10, it's a fucking hit dice.
Yeah, it's a D10 plus 8, so you know, yeah, 9. so you know, 9
I'm
hits
so
me
sorry.
back. But then I'm also gonna stem on more health by slashing the clump of flesh that is in front of me with my nice little scimitar. So I get back because it's not gonna dodge me. 7 and
10.
Yeah.
The lowest rolls
17.
you have been making so far.
It's
one-handed weapon. It's not supposed to hit very hard.
No, but the last like several times you've been rolling, you like rolled a fucking 14, 16, 14, 16. Like this is like the lowest you've been rolling.
Yeah, at least it's consistent though.
Okay. So that is your action and your bonus action. Anything else?
And then I'm gonna use my movement to get into the building because I do not want to be out here.
Yeah.
Okay. I probably should use this time to. I probably should have declared. I'm gonna say no on the Shatter Fist this time.
Thank God.
Thank goodness.
But that just means the possibility of another bone swarm.
So
That's
is the
fine.
door open? I gotta jump here.
I don't think.
Like, what am I
think
doing?
you saw that
Get
damage.
in this building. Is this building next to
Into the building Erud is right above him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to like break it. All of these buildings, I think I said previously, all of these buildings were like the upper class, but like had the like least worries of like being broken into or preparing for an attack, because they thought they were so safe. So you are quite easily able to just enter this room here.
Yeah.
No action or like move or anything additional required, and you just see like a very nice tiny home. It's not hugely big, but it's a nice home. I believe this is the same building that Erud had found Telemachus in. So I don't think you actually saw the name of the child, right?
I did not, but I kind of want to now. So if I get the chance.
I want to go back to Akamaro. You said you like that name means nothing to you, but Akamaro has like researched the Ilios and the Aeneas before, right? Or is that not correct? I thought you had on the Scholarly Mind Palace. Because I think you and maybe Arya would actually know at least of Odysseus.
Arya, I've studied
because he's a renowned general that is still active and was contributing to this combat. Was contributing to this massive crusade.
Do you want me to roll history?
I'll say go ahead for it.
I feel like Arya would know. Would that be at advantage or just flat?
I'm gonna say just a flat.
Gotcha. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. Hey,
damn!
All
right, so you treated Odysseus like your arch nemesis and learned everything about it. So you kind of like you see the recurved bow on the mounted on the wall, and you're like, damn, there he is. This is him.
Erud, why are you holding his whelp?
Erud is on the second floor.
You just like scream that from the bottom floor.
I think this is Odysseus' house. I think this is the house of Odysseus.
I freaking hate that guy. Such an ego.
But you're probably
you're
like 90%
going to be much
sure.
of a problem anymore, if judging by what happened to everyone else in this country.
Gods, I hope I slashed him in that pile of flesh. Anyways, how's Aki?
You probably struck Penelope more likely.
You watched me run out of the building.
Oh.
I'm next door.
Oh, that's good. Good for you. Good for you.
All right. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Okay. Find cover in this room. Don't get hit by rubble.
Next up is Violette.
All right. Fucking death save time.
Wow. GM rolled.
Yeah. Fucking opening the character sheet.
Awesome. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so all of a sudden, as you all are just surrounded by chaos, Junji and Rory off to the side, you just hear a sharp inhale as Violette comes unconscious with one hit point, with a natural fucking 20 on a death save. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
I will not let my bard die a cinematic death in combat when we need them again.
I think you still get your turn, right?
Yup.
I sure hope so.
Damn.
Get in the little box.
Let's go. Love to see that.
What is this thing I have? I have a tracker that's just 5 of 5, but I don't remember what that is. Is that Bardic's Inspiration? Or no, that's charges? I don't fucking know. Anyways, yes, it's VL.
I think
I'll
it's
say
some level 9 spell slots.
True.
yeah, probably.
Well, either way, I think she's going to move like Rory. Are you planning on moving on your turn?
Yes, I had it marked out in the little area. If you want to show that.
Where do we? I would not advise.
I'm gonna be ending my turn here.
All right. And so I guess Violette would probably move herself onto this map.
Okay. Let me.
More than likely has the movement to accomplish.
I think you should have the ability to drag and drop them. Let me.
Probably. What? Right about. How big's your radius? Fucking
10 feet. Here, I can move myself there right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, was that not gonna get Morgan or Tiresias?
I mean, Morgan's on the edge of it. You can't all. It's probably not gonna get Tiresias though.
Yeah, she's gonna move there and then use a bonus action to Healing Word Delurin.
Okay.
Nice.
Pull that up.
What do you think, What do you think Violette says?
I don't fucking know at this point.
Get the fuck up!
That would be
Wake the
very
fuck
rough.
up, samurai.
We still have a city to burn. Several.
We have a flesh city to burn.
All right. That is 10 healing. You're still GM rolling on Violette, by the way.
Oh yeah. And then as her action, she's gonna try and vicious mockery the Bone Swarm. I don't know if that would work, but you know, I go for it.
Let me verify, because I don't actually. No, they're not immune to psychic. So yeah, that works.
Nice.
If they
still
don't save.
Quit being mean to Rory's dad.
My dad's right there.
I got a bone.
You recognize a shattered bone.
Father!
Your father broke his arm just like that.
Okay, they fail. That is 4 psychic damage to the Bone Swarm.
And they'll have disadvantage on the next attack roll they make.
Very helpful.
Ooh.
Very cool.
All right, that's the turn.
All right. Next up is. Fuck, I need to expand my own turn order because I have my. Next up is Doom. I think he's only rolled 1 death save so far, if I'm correct. Or has he rolled 2?
I think only one. I don't know.
I think it may no. Okay, he's only rolled 1 because we went through 1.5 rounds last turn, last session. So he's still only on 1.
He looks like 0.
Death save. He only had 1 premonition from the Raven Queen.
Stay down, buddy. Stay down.
Yeah, because he's still charmed by Dominate Person.
Does he get to roll saves against the Dominate Person?
Only when
down?
he's damaged.
Oh, okay.
Did he roll when he was down?
I mean,
He
I
doesn't-
feel like he should roll when he wakes up.
He doesn't roll unless he's. He's rolled specifically. I think he rolled once when he went unconscious, but he still failed.
I feel like
Alright.
he should just roll.
Oh no, he didn't keep track of the death save. The first one.
Of
No.
course not.
Oh wait, hold on. It's probably on his D&D Beyond sheet. Because I think I remember keeping track of that on his D&D Beyond sheet. Let me.
I'm sure he's a. I hope he's failed at least 1, but I feel like he might have said.
Jesus.
That's
I know someone hates. I know some people hate him. But God. Okay.
I hope he,
Alright,
I
it was
hope
kept-
he
it-
doesn't
it
die,
was
but
tra-
remains unconscious.
It
That's
was
all I
tracked
know.
on his.
It's not hate, it's necessity. We need
Alright.
it.
Yeah,
Save.
exactly. I don't hate the guy. He has impeccable weapons and a splendid aim. He just needs to
Okay.
stay down.
And honestly, for his sake, I think he kind of wants to die.
Yes.
Alright, so that was his death save. Next up is Kidamonas.
I honestly have no clue what to do with her. It's not durable enough to have her in the throne, right? But like,
How about you get out of the castle and, I don't know, move closer to us maybe, up here, or closer to Hera down there and start sniping?
I will.
haha.
I'll actually. Kidamonas was in the throne room when the battle was happening before.
He is right there.
I will say
closer to Hera. She could
a note, and this might change from what I had originally said. When Dionysus had fell, he did have a body that was still there, present. It is now gone.
We had specifically gone out of, I repeatedly said we're fucking decapitating him.
I thought
if he's decapitated, then his head is still wherever it is right now. But
I also
his body is gone.
remember you saying it fucking disintegrated after.
Yes, I do.
Decapitate him.
I did. So I've been trying to keep it consistent, but like thralls and minions are supposed to disintegrate and like fade into shadow, but certain people that had already been like actual demons and like that had been demons and had like the warlocks are supposed to still have bodies. It's not like he's gonna come back to life. You actually see what's happening with the Hezru that are still up in this top right corner. They are being dragged into the Hecatonkries.
Uh-oh.
Oh, more meat for the pile.
Ah, fuck.
More meat
So
for
is
the
Leto. So is Leto and all of the mistresses. Or actually, no. The mistresses would have all faded to shadow.
Yeah, this is. Yep.
Because they didn't have a consciousness. But Dionysus, it was there, and now he's gone. The Hezru were still dead.
We salvaged the head.
You salvaged the head, yeah.
Yeah.
One of you can have a fucking decapitated head of Dionysus.
I would totally like that, but
I mean, hell yeah.
Finished the blow, so whoever did it gets it.
Just see a string of flesh just like come up and just like take it, pickpocket your head.
So head.
Your head.
It's mine now.
No head.
God damn it.
I was just quoting Elden Ring.
Is that all? Is movement all Kidamonas wants to do?
I think that
No
there's
head.
anything else to do. I think I'm getting her the fuck out.
Okay.
Probably for the best.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is Junji.
Oh my god, that's me, guys. Oh my
So
god.
Junji will go back over to this map here. You are within this massive bone swarm that has flown down to you like serpent-like and is now surrounding you in all of these massive bones.
Yeah. Bone swarm.
Hack.
It is because of all of these bones that you no longer can actually see the knight that was present with you. He's kind of just like you saw him. He kind of was like beside you, probably like up here somewhere. After he had picked you up, but he is now but you are no longer able to actually see where he is now because of all of these bones.
I would still be able to talk to him, right?
Yeah, and I'll say
Okay.
make a perception check. No action or bonus action required, just like a.
Wait, which one did you?
Perception. Okay.
Garbage.
So, yeah, the bones are just all over the place.
Hack and slash him.
My plan was thrown, and now I gotta rethink it.
You are also able to move if you want to get out of this bone swarm. You're not like frozen in place or anything.
So the
it doesn't
gross ass
specify-
obelisk, is that the thumb that we have to kill this big flesh fuck?
The obelisk is
the
the thing we
obelisk-
have to kill.
Yeah, the obelisk is the objective, but destroying the obelisk will cause the entire cluster, cluster you were on, to fall off the hecaton crease.
So I don't do that.
I mean, still has a ton of health, but it's up to you.
Okay. Junji's just gonna call out and he's just gonna ask, Knight, is there anything you can do to help me?
Make a persuasion check. Okay. Is that exactly what you say to him? Say to him as he's like,
Yeah.
you kind of just like saw him just like as soon as he picked you back up and you were just like, and you like shot up, he was kind of just like slacking against the wall, just like, yeah, you're doing great, good job.
What are you talking about?
God, another mentally ill member of the party.
You just say that. You just say that
This is not the
normally
time to be
amongst the,
talking. My dad's in the
massive
boat
clattering,
swarm.
like it sounds like a million xylophones are being played at the same time as all these like fucking bones are just flying all around you.
The xylobone?
How did that one rib cage make two different noises?
I would say xylophones. You put my mind at ease for like 2 seconds.
So is that exactly what you say to them?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
I think you might need to make an actual request
Is that
instead of
What did you say, Aaron?
anything else with the rest of your turn?
Need to make an actual request instead of like asking if he can help.
Well, yeah, probably.
You did.
You just hear, wow, you seem to have
Okay,
it all handled out
Can
right now.
I
I
can
don't
make
see any
attacks
issue right
in
now.
this bone swarm, right?
You seem to be quite capable of doing this yourself. It seems perfectly fine.
I was asking
I don't
you,
really see
Iris.
Is there any, do you want to do anything else with your
Yeah,
turn?
I'm just
He
gonna
doesn't
make two
actually he doesn't
attacks with
actually
my
say that to
glaives.
you, but he doesn't actually say that to you, but okay. Yeah. Both of them hit. Are you putting any of your charges into this?
Not this time.
You have 9 health.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is going to be 13 and 11 slashing damage. These are magical. So that's
Yeah.
24. Okay. Anything else? You have a bonus action.
Nope, I'm good. Oh,
Okay. You have second wind.
I think you already used that.
You could probably make the glaive like bunt attack if you got glaive or fucking
Alarm master.
yeah.
how would I
don't know
do
what
plunge
feat you
attack
got.
then?
How would you do one more time?
How would I actually do a plunge attack?
No, the
Can
like
you put
butt
that in the
attack.
chat?
Did you take polearm master as your feat when you
I'm
leveled
just
up?
asking, like, so like, how
Yeah,
does
can you-
plunging attacks work in D&D? Because I've never actually gotten the opportunity to do it.
Let me look. Is that just a battle master
That's
maneuver?
a general. Just
Okay.
I'm forgetting his
no.
real name. Erud said it.
No, like butt attack, like the butt of your thing, like the blunt
butt of
end
your-
of
like,
your
oh.
polearm.
If you're
Polearm
using a
If you
polearm
have
master,
polearm
then
master.
I think it's a bonus action, right?
I don't know if that's
Uh,
the thing you got
he
though.
does.
What feat did you get?
Yeah, it's born. So it's a bonus action. You make the same attack roll as your glaive, and then it just does a D4 bludgeoning for the damage.
Okay, so go ahead and make another attack. 19 is going to hit. Go ahead and roll a d4.
And then I think you'd add strength, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
add strength.
do believe
Okay.
you add your bonus.
You do, yeah.
Better modifiers.
Okay. So what is your strength modifier?
It's literally the same amount. It's +5, so it's still a 9.
Okay. Awesome. So,
Do you still need my strength modifier?
No. So that. All right. Anything else with your turn? You have movement if you want to.
Probably shouldn't stand in the bone swarm.
I also recommend people like spread out so they're not adjacent to each other, so this thing can only hit at max one person at a time.
I mean, they decided
that doesn't work too well with my healing, though.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's still more health swing to not get hit.
Who could have foreseen
You said
that?
something
Not
about
me.
second wind earlier, and I couldn't tell if you phrased that as a question.
No, I was saying if I was wondering if you had second wind as a because if you still had a second wind charge, but I don't know if you actually do. I think you used it. Or how many charges do you have?
It's been so long.
I think you've used up second wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that about?
I know.
What's what about? Okay.
Would Junji using opportunity attack when the bone swarm entered his range?
Polar Master gives that.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yes. Whenever they enter
Okay.
your range. I know this because of my shenanigans.
I appreciate that. However, I would appreciate just being, not from you, Morgan, specifically. Just like I would appreciate being aware of these abilities when it matters. But I will allow it if you want. Cherry, if you want to make one more attack because you have an ability where you can attack someone when they enter your range as an attack of opportunity.
Yeah. Sorry, I had it minimized so I couldn't see the description, so
You're
my
fine.
fault.
Go ahead and make one more attack. 16 is not gonna hit.
Oof.
Yeah, dang it.
Okay. Do you want to move at all, or is that the end of your turn?
I was gonna try and move inside, and I was just about to ask where could I get inside.
So, this
I wouldn't.
So this wall is completely gone. However, if you move from your spot right here, you will have an attack of opportunity against you.
Definitely not for the best.
Wait, what will have an attack of opportunity against me when I move?
The bone swarm you are in.
Oh, sorry.
You
I
can
thought
still-
there was something else.
You can move 5 feet though.
No,
and just be
because
next to it.
specifically the bone swarm has a melee range of 0 feet, which means it can only attack people within its own space, which mechanically means that it can attack people if they move 5 feet in its space.
They just go 1 square. Yeah, that's good. Yep.
You can certainly risk
I
it.
will-
You have the AC to potentially that it could potentially miss.
That would take its only reaction too.
And it would take its only reaction, which would save Rory from a possible attack.
I mean, I could disengage though.
Yeah.
You can disengage as well, but that would save him from spending a bonus action or an action or whatever that would be. Until he has to use it on the obelisk, but
Yes, I will move.
okay. What your AC is just a flat 20 right now? Correct?
I have it at 13, so I might have forgotten to update.
You should
How
have
does it keep
full
happening?
plate armor.
We've
You
updated
have
this multiple
full-
times.
You have full plate armor, which is giving you an AC of 18. But doesn't that plate armor have a bonus to that?
Yes.
Or
I was
no?
pretty sure it did.
Yeah, I'm
Think
pretty
you-
sure. I don't remember. I'm trying to. I know I put it. Yes, because
I
it's in my
remember it
item
being
thing.
in your character.
Let me see. Okay, my armor class tracking is automatic. Okay, that helped. Just re-putting it in straight from the SRD. Do we know what kind of?
Higher.
Yeah, I
think
swear
it
it was
was
like a
21.
flat. I think it was 21 because I think you made it a +3 full plate
We had a
armor.
lot of gold to spend.
I've been looking and trying to find the VOD so I can go back and look for this, but I haven't been able to find. Because I remember when we did it and what we were doing.
Until someone else says anything else, I will say you add a +3 plate armor just because I think that makes sense. So your AC is 21. I'm gonna make an attack with the Bone Swarm. We'll see if this hits. It does not. So
Nice.
you are able to freely move. It uses up its reaction, and now Rory does not. And now Rory is not going to get an attack of opportunity from it. Yippee! So where would you like to move?
I was just gonna move inside the building, and I was just mapping out the 30. That's all I'm gonna move, so that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. Sounds good. We go back to the main map for Titus.
Ooh, that's me. I know who I am. Okay.
Titus
Do I know where I
is still down at the building. He's still down at the building that the Alkalith had teleported him to. And I believe
gonna yell
Ghost
for
is
Ghost.
I believe Ghost is already presently aware of his position, so Ghost can just sprint. I think 160 feet, I think, is his movement.
Yep, 160.
Wait, Titus got teleported?
Yeah.
Yes. So the door that Titus was trying to get into the brothel with had an Alkalith around it, and the Alkalith has an ability where it can make a portal within a window or a door that it had that it encompasses, and it just bamboozled him.
Okay.
I see.
Sent him straight to Brazil.
All right.
You could say that.
All right. I'm gonna ask if a perception check from Titus.
I believe he had a Shield of Faith, by the way. If he doesn't, he will now.
I see it. Yeah, he has a
It looks
shield of
like
faith
it.
right here.
Okay. Looking at the mini is helpful.
Okay, sounds good. Titus also has his own movement if he wants to just close the gap and then get onto Ghost.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's all of the movement that you have, just because it was all the movement of both of them.
Yep.
All right. Anything else that Titus wants to do?
Curse the gods.
All right, Viserys. I'm gonna need a Wisdom saving throw from you, my friend. Okay, you are perfectly fine. As you seem to be, I don't think we actually had a session without you. So I think you are pretty recapped on everything going on right now. You are about, what is your movement speed? The flying movement speed? 80 fly? So you are 100, you are 80 feet up into the air. It's going to take another, everything that's happening on these clusters is 200 feet in the air. So in order to get to like the surface level pavement here is 120 feet of movement.
Oh, boo. Okay. All right. Then I will get, yeah, I will use all of my speed to get up on that level.
Okay. You still have 80 feet of movement if you want to. Oh, no, not 80 feet, 40 feet of movement. Okay. Which I'll say can get you like up here, like looking down on the Colosseum that's happening here.
Okay, hold on a second then. I have
let me actually move us to that map.
Oh, there's a map.
Okay. All right. So. All right. You said 40 feet will get me to the edge of the Colosseum?
Yeah, you are about here. That's not the right thing. That's the right thing. That's not the right size. That's...
Yeah.
That's about the right size. You are like right down. You are like right here.
Okay, so let me measure something real quick, see if I can hit it from here.
You did use your bonus action. You did use your action to dash, by the way. Just clarifying.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can't do
it's always
anything.
know the range.
So at the moment, you kind of just like you're able to. At the moment, you kind of like watch as you see this combat. You see what looks to be this giant Colosseum that's been torn in half. You actually recognize this Colosseum. This is the same Colosseum where you first assembled all of your soldiers at the very first session before everything happened. The Colosseum is now torn in half. There is an audience of maw demons cheering on as Hades and this massive demon opposing him are fighting in this like fisticuffs that all within this veil of darkness. But you can see Hera and her these two other mages that seem to be consulting her as they watch from what looks to be a viewing booth.
Uh-oh. They aren't healing her, they're just consulting her now?
Well, Hebe seems to be continuing to heal her.
Well, great.
Iris just seems to be doing a lot of nothing at the moment.
Hebe?
Hebe is a smaller individual here.
Hebe. Okay. Okay. Well. Yeah. Bonus actions aren't gonna help with anything right now.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
I took a second win. That's the end of my turn.
All right. That doesn't happen yet. Hestia. So we go back here. And Hestia is just gonna just slug it out with this Argos little buddy here. So Argos has, in this form, verify the AC. Okay. It's going to be 2 Molten Fist attacks. Starting with boom, boom. All right. The second attack crits. All of this damage is doubled because it's radiant damage.
Nice.
Let me roll 2d10. Okay, so that is 30 and then 38 radiant damage.
Sleepy
I think
puppies.
that's correct. No, not yet. Oh, he's dead. Oh no. I appreciate they know the proper time to actually be asleep. Kidding. All right. That doesn't happen yet. Not yet. Look here.
Can I see the fight here, or is it in the house?
For one, I forgot where exactly you were. You. So I think you said you went into this building, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You asked if you can see what's going on with Hestia and Argos. I will say if you move to the other side of this building, within the actual building, there will be a window that you can actually see, but at the moment you kind of just hear as these massive molten fists are slamming into Argos, but that's about it.
Okay. And I'm gonna move here and
You just like breaking this window, like the window to shoot out.
yeah. I'm
Awesome.
not going outside. Fuck.
All right, go ahead.
Out there.
Okay, go ahead and
Here's the first one.
oh Jesus! All right, 33 crits. Go ahead and roll another 2d10.
Is it 2?
Oh yeah, you're using the gauntlets, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll another 2d10.
Let's go.
Okay.
And,
Jesus.
The second attack.
That one does not crit, but still 15 damage is awesome.
Also, since the first one crits, I'm gonna heal myself.
All right.
Uh,
So that's
I'll fucking take it.
39. That's 39. 44. No, 50. 54.
54. Yeah.
Trying to do mental math in my head, and it's so hard.
Use your calculator.
Jesus Christ, this is so frustratingly hard to do basic math, and I'm so mad at myself. All right.
No.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Ooh.
Okay. I would, at the top of the round, I would like to ask for another person to roll another d6.
I'm not doing it this time.
And
It's
odds
not
are
want me to
even.
do it.
Odds are evens. I will also need another answer. It can be different.
I'll do
We
it.
hold on even.
Need-
We go even all the way. I think we go even all the
It's gotta
way.
be evens this time.
Even all the way.
Get some one.
Show me a 6.
A 4.
Come on, hit us with the Junji.
So am I rolling a d6?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You gotta get
One.
even.
Six.
Now what is
I will
That's
say
my
I will
boy.
say the higher the number doesn't really. Actually, I'll change it that the number does actually matter. It's just like the chance, like what the actual
Even.
I mean, it's even right
It
now.
was more of just like chance, but and like the different numbers you chose associated with the different thing that happened, but like the odds are just like nothing. The The one you don't choose is just nothing happens. The one you do choose is like, well,
something happens.
it's a thing. Anyways, go ahead.
We got a thing.
Rory, it is now your turn at the top of the round.
Oh, we don't know what the thing is. Okay.
Not yet.
We get to find out.
Can't wait to know what the thing is.
Can't wait to
I
find out.
can't wait to know what that thing is. Okay.
I will say now, it'll certainly take a minute.
We don't
Alright,
got a
guys, we just
minute.
gotta survive for 10 rounds.
Yeah, exactly.
So right out the gate, I'm sprinting over. Well, okay, guys. This thing isn't even a limb. Do we care about this motherfucker?
I think it's still worth to take it out.
Yeah, because I think if we kill enough of them, I don't think we even have. I don't know if we need to kill all of them, but I know there is merit in killing enough of them, regardless of what they do.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
Iris. You've explained this a couple times, but it's been many weeks and my brain forgets.
I got you.
Would killing this thing do anything mechanically except just destroy the chunk they're on?
No.
Unfortunately.
But hey, that kills a bunch of skeletons.
Kills skeletons.
Yeah, but also everyone else on the chunk too.
I'll say Tiresias kind of gets this information because I believe I specifically said Tiresias like got the information about the Hecatoncres. The Hecatoncres only dies when all of the obelisks are done. If you were to take out enough fingers, physics would take care of the Hecatoncres, but it'd still be alive.
Yeah.
It'd still be fully conscious until you beat the shit out of all of the obelisks. Even if it falls to the ground.
There is a giant man coming to pick this up and push it somewhere else, I assume.
So we're going for all the obelisks? Because at the moment we've gotten one.
Eventually, I think.
Like, if you knock out all of the fingers, physics will incapacitate it mechanically. But and it will be a...
Because that's what I'm
I'll
going.
say it will be like a very steady, clean sweep afterwards. But...
Steady, clean sweep, you say?
If you take out the main characters of the antagonists, then we won't have to do the mechanical combat of taking care of all of the other ones, because you're cleaning the maw demons and the obelisks, and the obelisks can't really do much after beating the. And so it'll just be like, if you take out Hera, then it'll be a clean sweep. If you take out Hera, which I believe is the only other main antagonist of this combat, then it'll be a clean sweep afterwards.
New win con, let's go.
New win con?
For your
We just have to take out Hera?
I mean, that was the goal of
we
the
have to
entire
fire
time.
on that woman.
I mean, that was
I'm
my
on it.
from the beginning, so
We can get over there then.
we can't.
I mean,
We can get over it. Say no
so you
more.
wanna tell me if
We're gonna
we
die.
counterspell the fucking dimension door that's it, we could have won like 2 months ago.
We could have gone home like 2 months ago.
Probably.
That's what you think.
It's not
If
my
I was there, I could have tried to counterspell it, but I was neither in the session nor in the room to do so.
Okay, so I blame everything that's happened since then on Spencer. Let's keep going.
Everyone blames me for
Well,
every
Spencer's
single
fault. Okay.
unfortunate.
This turn, I'm just gonna attack the bone guy then,
Okay.
and then make sure I'm within range to heal everybody. Everyone start moving towards Hera, and I will follow so that I can heal you guys along the way.
I want to get a head start.
Sound good?
Yeah.
Anthony, you needed
All
that
right.
head start with that fucking movement speed he has.
Oh my god.
It is awesome. I'm never letting it down. These boots are awesome. My spell is awesome. I wish I had more haste potions. I need the stims, bruh.
Oh, okay. Thunder damage sounds like it'd work well on bones. I'm gonna use Booming Blade.
Okay.
So first hit with the sword, That's a 26.
All right, piercing and fire damage.
Yes.
That does not crit, but it still does full damage.
Okay. And then 1d8 right now, and then 2d8 if it moves.
Okay.
Speaking of
that's-
movement, Junji, didn't you move?
Yeah, where did you move to, Junji?
You moved like here, right?
Something like
No,
that.
you moved like here.
Well, I would prefer if he didn't.
I think I was like looking at it like, oh, you moved 15
He
feet,
moved
and
right
then I was
here.
like, oh wait.
What if we just said he moved right here?
Why did it move in the first one? That's so weird. Fuck. I see. All right. So that's 12 and then 7. Okay.
Then if I moved right here, would that hit the bone guy?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to heal. I guess I can. Sorry, Morgan.
These skeletons,
No worries.
you can tell, have not
They're-
taken any damage. They won't benefit from this at all.
Yeah. Don't you fucking do it.
No. Hold on. I'm thinking about giving you this because I'm so generous.
So generous.
This is the bone swarm. This is a thing from the bone swarm.
They can't gain hit points.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's in your field, if it's in your radius or not.
Okay, and we are saying that's where Junji is.
No, Junji placed himself right there.
That's where they place themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna say that hits Delurin, or if
Morgan's down right now, right?
Morgan is prone right now.
you're
Yes,
up?
did not take damage.
Yeah, Doran down and
Delurin
dropped.
fell, but yeah.
Okay. And that.
He was a gentleman.
And also
Cushioned the fall.
Delurin himself is also prone as well, but got the healing word from Violette.
That should get Tiresias, Junji, and Violette, right?
Yes.
Alright, we'll do that.
Okay. You do that, and then all of the mod demons spawn back up. Okay.
All of you gain
Who knew
8
they had
hit points.
revitalizing? Who knew they had revitalizing qualities?
That actually happened. That would have
alright,
been the straw that broke my back this week. I cannot lose Junji. I cannot lose him.
Well, you better give him 8 hit
that-
points right now.
Alright, so that is how many hit points?
8.
Okay, so that's Tiresias is brought to 30. Junji is brought to 17.
I love you. I will give you a kiss.
Violette is brought to 9. Thank you, Brenham. And you also gain this in 8 healing, right?
Yep.
Or no, 9. Right? What did you say? It was 8?
It was 8.
Okay, I was looking at Junji's
11.
original health. Alright,
gotcha.
okay. Anything else on your turn?
I'm just telling everyone to move towards Hera.
Okay.
Roll out.
Speaking of,
No.
Well,
yes.
I was gonna get some water or some juice, but now I gotta stick around to see what she's gonna do. Crap.
Just drink your own shit. You'll survive.
no water or juice for. What are you, my dad?
I'm dehydrated. I need some liquid.
What are the implications of this?
His dad tells him to drink spit.
Nah, I need some chocolate milk. I got some. I need some Coke.
Okay.
You guys haven't been in like a long car ride and like I'm thirsty. Your dad's like, drink your own spit.
I don't think I've been on a long car ride with my dad since I was like 6.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while.
Fucking blessedly.
Guess it hasn't.
Very
but I have.
I've never
drinks
been in
that
the I've never been in the vehicle with my dad.
I
Whoa.
have.
Based. I like to imagine, like, your dad is still in your life, you just have never driven anywhere with him.
You like to imagine.
Yeah, I know that's not true, but it would be really funny.
It's a very walkable community.
It's for the best, you know.
Oh, I keep on picking my mom.
What's Hera gonna do? I gotta get some chocolate.
Was that a level 10 Dimitri guy at?
What was that last word? Did my brain like destroy whatever that was, or was?
No, that wasn't real
you
word.
heard. I think you heard Yayet correctly. I hate myself for knowing exactly what they said.
Well, the problem was the first consonant I heard was duh, so I didn't know it was Giyayat. I thought it was Giyayat.
What is wrong with you? Man.
So what's Hera doing?
Hera is getting another one of these.
Of course. Just keep pumping up the healing. I freaking hate
That's
her.
a lot.
All that damage I did to her with that hammer. What the fudge? All the crits.
What the fuck?
I did so many crits
What the
with that
fudge,
woman,
man?
and she's just
Okay, now let me move all of y'all to this map as I calculate distance.
Oh, lovely. Cast Havoc already. What are they waiting for?
Why do I have nothing on it? Okay. Nope.
Ooh, that's rough.
The Hera and Iris are going to hold their actions. We'll get to the Glabrazu after or during the cluster demon attacks. I think everyone forgot about where this guy was. As Ganymede
I did not
comes...
that paladin.
I did not. I was specifically trying to kill him on my last turn.
Yes, I was trying to forget that he existed, but you know, it's fine.
Let me see.
He doesn't know we're in these buildings. He doesn't know. He
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He's got X-ray vision.
He can see around this.
If we can't see
He
him,
said I can see
yeah.
it, so he can't see it.
Mind you, our perception
Two-way
is
street.
copy, but there's no way he can see us, though. We
No
can't
chance.
see. No, yeah. There's no chance. He should roll perception if he's going to go off that, but he has a bigger target right in front of him. You know, there's a nice lady over there punching a pile of rocks. It's fine. Okay, not our problem.
Well,
What the?
He disappears into this room.
Oh. Yeah, not our problem. I don't think I'm gonna fight that right now. I choose temporary.
Arya, who had
wonder
Arya, who had seen the map, knows this building is the one with the obelisk in it.
Oh, shit.
I know.
From the window, could I have saw him running across the street?
I will say make a perception check.
Can I also make that check?
Could I have put the map out for
Wait, do I have
Morgan to catch?
Or do I gotta roll perception?
I forgot that was something I was supposed to do.
Well, you and Morgan were in fucking mind.
Morgan is
each other
prone
for
on
a
the
Oh, so I would know. Oh,
the dump stat wisdom people are gonna make perception checks.
Do I have to make the check, or can we say that my passive perception is fucking sensing?
You were shooting an Eldritch Blast out the window, so I'll say you can make a perception check if you want to.
So
I
Arya,
don't have a good plus in it.
obelisk is there? Or
Oh no, yeah, so
Don't have a
awful.
good plus.
Yeah, you watched Ganymede go into this room. You watched him blitz.
Literally 5 times my. high bonus.
Where the fuck do you get a plus 15?
He's a wisdom-based warlock,
16
so
more than my bonus.
And he's blind.
being a wisdom-based warlock of the Raven Queen. That's how you. Or no, you're
Didn't you also
charisma-based, aren't
recently
you?
take expertise in perception?
Yes.
Are you
That
still?
would help.
That
You're
does.
st-
And
Are you a
soon
charisma-based?
I will take. Yeah.
Oh fuck! Imagine if you actually were a wisdom-based warlock. I had that option for you.
No. Doesn't matter because my charisma gets added to my perception because of Raven.
Well, yeah, but I would have adjusted it based on your spell casting.
But then it's just normal perception.
Wait, so you mean that then it would be fucking doubled?
Yeah, it would have been your wisdom modifier, which is it would have been your spell casting. It would have been your perception modifier, which is 6, proficiency, which is 3, spell casting, which is 6, or wisdom modifier, which is 6, and then
like 30.
yeah, everything that was like adding your charisma modifier to would have been added to would have been your wisdom modifier.
Well, I'm glad
if
he
you were a
didn't go with that
wisdom-based
option.
warlock.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
I
would have
mean, to be
had
fair,
even
you
more
Could have
insane
been
wisdom.
perceiving.
Okay,
You
okay,
already
but
are
like,
pretty perceptive because you still have an insane passive perception.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it'd be like at 32, right? My passive perception would be at like 30.
Your passive perception, I think, is still the same thing. Is still. It
No,
would
no,
have
no,
been.
because
It would have
it's
been
added-
added.
it's added
It would
to
have
that.
added 3 because your wisdom modifier would have been, your wisdom would have been changed to a.
Yeah, true.
So it would be only like a 28 compared to your 25 passive perception, which, oh my god, so awful.
Yeah, honestly, how can I even say anything? I mean, it makes sense that I'm blind, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. That's Ganymede.
Right
That's
now.
about Ganymede.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone is rolling perception if they want to.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Let me see. Yeah. I don't
Okay,
see
so
anything.
your
It's not
dump stat
my
wisdom,
problem.
your dump stat
Yeah.
wisdom is definitely dump statting.
Yeah.
I don't care about him right now. He doesn't exist as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's. I think it was just Iris, Hebe, Hera, and Ganymede. So that's the end of that. Erud. That was really uneventful.
All right.
Oh
well,
shit!
I don't
Top
know
of the
about
round.
that.
Top of the round. I will say
Is it doing it?
no Shatter Fist this round.
Okay, gosh.
Fucking exhales.
Yeah.
We'd find out from added.
You'd find out from
wouldn't
the. You'd find from the top of the round. I changed it so that it's like. Or shit. Yeah, that's my bad. It was the end of. I forgot if I made it like top of the round or if I made it.
Later.
Yeah, on its
No, I
turn,
did. I
like-
did originally have it top of the round, but then I changed it to end of the lair action turn. So no shot. So
That we all have
it
an
doesn't really.
opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
But just to
Yeah.
clarify, for this next layer action, it is not a Shatter Fist. Whether or not I change it up will probably be in next.
All right, so I'm gonna send a fucking funny directly towards Guy.
Funny for Guy.
Oh my god, you rolled high?
Wow!
Holy shit!
24 and 25 both hit for 7 and 2 force damage.
I don't know why it isn't adding my charisma mod.
You can.
Or, my
do you want me to
fucking
just
int mod.
manually change it? Because I can.
I already did, but hold on. It might be because.
It might just be like your attacks and spellcasting one. Yeah, your actual like attacks and spellcasting one hasn't changed.
Yeah.
Let me fix
Well,
it.
I keep like manually fixing it. Like I've done this multiple times already.
Here, let me verify if it, because you can also change it here. For one, your Eldritch Blast is a spell card, not an attack roll.
Yeah, I don't know why that is.
No cantrip progression. So plus your that. So there we go. Now if we look to your actual spell list, I think it's this one? Down the,
It
the
should
one at
be
the
the
very
bottom
bottom.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
Let me
I'll
get rid of
move
this
that to
one
the-
up top. And then
Move
that's
that
that.
one to the top.
Okay, so new damage is 13 and 8.
Alrighty. And this building no longer has a roof, correct? The one I'm in.
Yes. The roof was torn off in the last in the last Shatterfist.
It does have a first floor, doesn't it?
It does have
Yeah,
a first
but-
floor. Arya is down on the first
still
floor.
see-
Arid is on the second floor with, I think, Telemachus is with you, right?
Yeah, the baby is currently in my arms. I'm gonna
Okay.
move here and then into this building.
Okay.
The baby's name is Telemachus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Were you not there for that? Yeah.
No, I was asleep.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I forget at what
I don't
point.
know if you.
I thought that was pretty early on that I gave the name drop, but yeah.
Yeah, and
Maybe.
Owl led us to this baby, who happened to be named Telemachus, with someone else's clothes conspicuously melted beside.
Likely the mother's.
Yeah,
and
it
what
was
looks to, and what looks to be the baby's necklace
Monopoly?
is also just dropped on the ground beside with the
Well,
clothing.
Telemachus is how it's like originally pronounced in Greek.
Really? I
It's pronounced
didn't know that.
Telemachus in the musical, but
What the fuck?
Yeah.
it works better in songs. Like Telemachus doesn't really
Like,
fit
I think-
well for most.
I think
like,
when
lyrics.
I think Odysseus, which is how the like song says it in the Odysseus song. That's how it's actually supposed to be pronounced, Odysseus.
Yeah. Opisius.
Sure. Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Unless anyone wants to move 5 feet outside,
I'll take it.
I mean,
all right. Then you can move 5 feet up. I'll do it as I'm passing you.
Let's go.
why not just
Like you just see Aaron passing you by with a baby in his arms, just like the roof of the building you're in is completely gone, and you just get thrown forward. You stumble a bit, but you're fine.
I skip my knee, take 1 point, I'm down.
All right.
Stub your toe on the way out.
Next up is the Asphodel Syndicate, or other words, just Hades.
no one's left.
Oh yeah, hold on. They also take. Are the Alkalis do the Alkalis take cold damage? Because they take 3 of it also on my turn.
Things resisted.
3 of it? Okay. They are going to have that.
1.
Okay. So next up is Hades. So, the Glabrazu had previously casted darkness in a certain area around Hades and him. Hades does not care. He's gonna keep swinging. Because that just does not affect his true sight.
Good.
Swinging on pillar.
He's gonna start by swinging on the Glabrazu.
Why does that sound like a fun instrument? Yet I'm looking at
The Glabrazu.
Oh yeah, I played the Glabrazu.
Where is Pluto? There he is. I forgot I
You know what
still
a
had him
Glabrazu
named
sounds
Pluto.
like now.
Okay. So 3 of the Bident attacks. Shabam, shabam, shabam. That 27 crits, 25 hits, the 15 misses. So that is 17, 4, 10, and 14, so 21 and 14.
Okay,
that
paralyzed?
that 3d6 is going to 3d6 cold damage and 1d10 piercing damage for that crit. Kind of sucks. Glabrazu,
Can
I
it be
think
paralyzed though?
I think the Glabrazu can be paralyzed, and is going to make the con saves for that. Yeah, looks like it.
Because that might make the last one a hit. Smile.
So con save. He has magical resistance. Boom.
Damn. Unfortunate.
All right.
Damn.
So
Fucking
both of those.
18 on-
So the
18 and 16 on the die.
So both of those save. So he is not paralyzed, but he's still going to take. That first one was. The first Biden attack was 24. And then 14, 26, 27. Okay. And then anything else he's gonna do? I think. Yeah, he's gonna spend immediately after his turn. He's going to spend 2 of his lair actions.
He also has layer actions.
Yeah.
We got layers and layers. Call this shit nothing.
All right. So that's a wisdom saving throw. It's magical.
You telling me Hades can be frightened?
He better not be frightened. He should be immune to that.
All right. So that is frightened against the Glabrazu.
Damn.
Hades, you're really letting us down right now.
No, that's Hades using frightening gaze on the
Oh,
Glabrazu.
Okay, gotcha. Good.
And his name was Renwick.
That's the stat block name, but yeah. All right.
I like it. It gives him character.
Okay,
Not
I think
just
that's going to be the
Hades
end
or
of
Pluto.
Hades' turn. We go back to Akamero.
Oh, it's me.
Hey, come here now.
You want to heal yourself?
I'm so disoriented. I cannot afford to.
Oh.
All
That sucks.
right. So we're gonna step on out. That seems reasonable. Can I see that punk bitch?
Can you see who, Ganymede or Argos?
Yeah, the guy
Ganymede is
stealing my thunder.
Ganymede is inside the building right now.
Definitely don't want to worry about him.
Close the door.
But Argos is right here, and you can see him. But Ganymede is inside the building, which I believe you were the one that hit the fireball with, that sundered what you can. That sundered unknowingly to you half the defenses in that fucking in that building, but
Hestia's got the big one. I'm gonna snipe this little guy right here
Hell yeah.
okay.
with a radiant. Where the hell is it? I know where it's hiding from me. It doesn't want me to cast it, but I'm going to cast it. Okay, where the fuck is
I
it?
also think at one point
Fireballs.
I said that I was going to just move the clusters but I never actually got to it. Regardless, 17 just hits. How much? It's 20 radiant, or no? Yeah, no, it's 20 radiant. 2d10 still?
Yep.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Level 11.
Do you still have the? Oh yeah, it's Firebolt, not Eldritch Blast. That's my bad. I forgot about cantrip progression. All right, 20. You said this one, right?
Yep. Yep. Good.
Which one? I don't know what you're talking about. because
You did
it's
it.
gone.
Congrats.
Yeah.
And
All right. Anyway,
Hell
Okay.
yeah.
cluster demons.
Actually, sorry, I just realized that one was probably out of range. We'll get the other one.
All right then. He moved.
Beautiful.
Over there. It's fine.
All right. Cluster demons. So, I'll do the 2 attacks. First of the obelisk that would be attacking Hades. It's gonna be 2 slam attacks. Bam, bam. I think the 24 is the only one that hits. Yep. For 15 bludgeoning damage. Don't think these are non-magic. I don't think these are magical. It would make sense, but I don't think so. So that's gonna be just 7. And then we are gonna go inside here. Actually, just so that, because I know we're gonna immediately go back to the main map. I'm just gonna tell you, the obelisk is going to move close enough with its reach without getting into your guys' melee range. By your guys', I mean Tiresias and Junji. And is gonna make 2 slam attacks, 1-2 per person. So
How much reach does it have?
It has a 10-foot reach.
Well, Junji also has a 10-foot reach.
Junji has a glaive. I forgot about that.
Glaive.
So
Get him, Junji. Fucking hit
And
his
Junji
ass.
has their obelisk, their reaction back. So that's gonna be Tiresias, Junji. Wow, okay. So Junji, you take 13 bludgeoning damage.
He's still up.
Still up. And the
What number is
obelisk
that?
is
It's
going.
too late for me to do mental math.
That brings you down to 4 health.
4? Yeah.
And I will need, if you want to, you can take your reaction to make an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
My sheet's being biffy.
All right, sounds good. Go ahead and make that attack. And I had forgotten about the effect of that persuasion roll. You would only be able to make 1, but 13 is going
my
to.
bad. Okay.
13 misses. All right.
My persuasion was a 14.
Yep, your persuasion was a 14.
So he ain't gonna help me. He gonna make fun of me, isn't he? My op.
You would think so, but as the obelisk begins to pull away from you, this. Okay.
23 damage.
You hear this starch crunch sound as the obelisk halts right here. The crunch, this like crunching sound, this like almost like the same sound you would have made, but the same kind of like stone cracking stone cracking noise of hitting the obelisk from behind. And you see this like flash of radiant light from behind, as well as almost like an after explosion happens. As you hear the sound of like metal scraping on stone as you see a blade swipe away from the from the obelisk, and a figure steps back. The sword is being grasped by a weave of vines that form this almost hand-like. And you kind of recognize the hand before you kind of see the rest of the body of Titus Rascool.
Like, gotta remember the last name here. Like Ghost Titan?
Argos, isn't it?
Or Titus?
I'll actually move on to the map for that. Just so that.
Oh, good thing Doom's dead, I
Just
guess.
to clarify.
What's he doing here? Also, still unraveled.
You guys be in for a surprise, I'll say the least.
He is underleveled. I will fix that. Let me see. That would just be 80, 96. Doesn't have a ton of health.
Noble families. He seems to be really good at that.
Next up is Argos. The one Argos that can actually do anything right now. It's gonna keep swinging. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so, I believe first two crit.
Mm-hmm.
Next two don't.
They
Fifth
still
one
hit?
misses. They still miss.
Damn.
They still hit. The first four all hit. First two crit. The last one does not. So, I'm gonna roll 7d6 twice.
Seven.
Okay. I hear you doing the math.
166.
166. Jesus Christ.
Think about what
Okay.
you're doing. Like, think about how that's not okay.
Oh yeah, really
okay.
gotta buff these guys up.
So
That would outright kill one of us.
Yeah.
That would outright kill many of us.
I think all of us.
44.
At this point, yeah, that could fully outright kill any of us.
Like multiple of us combined. Like if you combine full HPs, yeah.
I mean, that would just outright. If I was at max HP, it wouldn't outright kill me, but in my current condition, yeah.
Okay. Next up are the Rosmoans. So,
I would be resistant to it because it's cold. I'd still die.
Only still over your max HP.
So we go down to Delurin. Delurin is prone. Gonna have to use half of his movement to stand up.
Which he's gonna do.
Okay.
And then he's gonna, once again, he's gonna grab Morgan and fly up.
Okay. So
And like, was he conscious to hear Rory change the plan?
Yeah.
yeah,
Brought him up on her turn.
he would have. Delurin would have been brought up beforehand. So yes.
Okay. So. Actually, let me double check what Delurin's movement is. They still got 30 feet of fly left, so he's gonna fly. See, here's the thing, because Morgan will still be in range to attack the swarm at range, so he's gonna fly 30 feet away.
Okay.
So we'll say
Alright.
10 feet up, 20 feet away. Sorry.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm just gonna where would that be? I'll say you're 20 feet away. Actually, let me just make things. There you go. Just expanded the map a little bit. But okay. I think though the map doesn't accurately depict it, I think 20 feet would be away from the I didn't have the lair actions. I don't have the lair action on the initiative. Fuck.
What? That's crazy.
I'll do that after this turn then, I guess.
You don't gotta.
No, I insist. I insist.
It's okay.
Well, you could have mercy.
No, why would I
Yeah,
have that?
that's not the right word to
You
use
saw
it for an
Argos.
epic musical fan.
Is
My mercy is long since drowned. I'm sorry.
No, actually, no. Before I move away,
Wish I could go
I
home.
just noticed Deluran has Devour Soul, and
Devour
I
Soul?
can use it on the more demons.
I think they're all dead.
The Maw
Maw
demons are all
demons
dead.
are
No way, it requires 10 minutes, so never mind.
The Maw demons are also all dead.
One thing
Yeah,
we
it says
got.
you can eat the soul of a creature you've killed within the last hour.
Oh.
Oh.
Interesting.
Shit, okay, then go
But it
ahead.
requires 10 minutes, so I can't do it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think Doran's a fast eater.
I will also say I think I clarified last session that I was meant to move these clusters more. I will say just because nothing's really gonna happen during the lair action turns, the clusters are all still simultaneously moving in this like clockwise rotation. I'll just do that out of game just for later, but yes, for reference, they're still moving.
Sick.
Anywho, that wouldn't affect Delurin or Morgan now because you guys would have all flown up after the clusters had rotated. But anyways, so is that the end of Delurin's turn?
Yep, there's nothing else to be done.
Okay. Next up
The
is
melee boy.
Tiresias.
Alright. He's got 30 health. Do I want to use a whole action just to disengage? Oh, yeah, let's do the brain burst. Let's go. He's got his brain burn back.
Let's go.
How do I mark that? Where's the big old brain? That looks like a brain.
That's a grenade. That's a grenade.
Close enough. Is it worth using the disengage?
Probably, I'd think. All
Yeah.
we'd really be getting out of it if you didn't was 3 more questions.
That's fair. Or attacks on this guy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
go and take the bone swarm. He's gonna damage on our way out.
Don't attack the bone swarm?
You should attack the bone swarm.
Okay.
My legal opinion is that you should attack the bone swarm.
Yeah.
Alright.
It
You
can
know, it's
follow
not
us.
it's not possible that and it's not impossible that it doesn't hit me. So I'll take the opportunity attack.
Damn, I thought you were just gonna get right here. Okay, so wait, no, hold on. There is the wall that is still intact.
Oh,
here.
is that still there?
Yeah,
Damn,
this
okay.
wall is still here, but this wall is gone.
Okay, he was right here. Run. And then off.
Son of a
After
bitch.
getting some attacks on this guy.
Okay.
He would still
Alright.
not have his reaction. Oh, never mind. He has a 0-foot reach anyway. So.
Yeah. This is the only one that can have a reaction.
Well, that would mean you could probably move through its space to save, like, feet of movement. I don't know if that would be more beneficial.
Jesus.
25 for 19 bludgeoning damage.
He's alive.
All right, he's alive.
Well,
it's
Is it weak to
something.
bludgeoning because bones?
Oh,
No, that got done to fucking Tiresias from the obelisk.
Anyways, we'll get 3 of these on the bones. How do those look?
26 hits, 21 hits, 13 misses, 26 does not crit. So 19.
How would the bones feel about a little bit of brain burning?
Is that
what damage does brain burn do?
Psychic. And we already know it takes psychic.
Yeah, it does take psychic damage.
Does the obelisk take psychic?
No, we know it does not.
Okay. Is there any? I guess I could do one of these skeletons too.
That is true.
Get that skull guy.
Yeah, damn. All right.
We love a brain burn.
Yep. So it's gonna take
one of these
19. Too. Oh shit, it does. Skeletons. Oh no.
Just one.
Not this,
it's up to 2.
Is it? Because
so,
up to 2.
This guy and this guy.
High curator targets. Up
wow, look at that. All right.
Yippee!
So, boom.
Yep.
Then that's 42, 70 damage towards the total damage towards the bone swarm.
Yep. How's it looking?
Is it bonied?
It's a cracking.
Yummy!
Let's go.
You love to see it.
Okay.
And if it tries to move at us, it'll take 14 thunder damage.
Oh,
true.
Shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Me too, you know? Me too. All right, so that is going to be the end of Tiresias' turn. You're just moving like another 5 feet in the left.
Well, he has a speed of 60 feet, so it'll be another 35 feet.
Fuck. All right, then we'll move. Since we're moving over to the main map anyway for Cersei and Kraka, I'll do that.
Also, question: is the obelisk smart enough to understand the concept of booming blade hurting it when it moves?
No. So of course it's gonna do that. So it's here. So that's there with 25 feet of movement.
What would be the quickest route to? I guess staying near the buildings is a good idea.
And you would be able to find a way over without, like, with these planks, you'd be able to traverse without, like, getting on the thing, the flesh.
Sweet.
The flesh that hates.
Move.
How much movement would Kraka lose stepping off the roofs?
15 feet.
You could jump.
Okay. Yeah. She already has to dash, so this gets her locked up with everybody else. Cersei, on the other hand, is doing very badly in terms of positioning. Wouldn't have line of sight on the skeleton, so she's just moving.
Both inside, right?
Moving.
You're like here.
There we go. All right,
Not
done.
really paying attention to these, but like trying to get like a general reference of inside this building here. All right, so that's Kraga, and then Cersei.
Yep, they're done.
Oh, they're done. Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good. I'm gonna do the lair action, which is just going to be. How many bones? Enough.
That's a lot of bones.
That's enough. That's a lot of bones. In fact, enough bones.
What?
No.
Enough
no more
bones.
bones.
Enough
Up in the
bones.
club,
There wasn't
straight
enough
up
bones.
swarm into my bones.
My bones always be swarming. What a place for it. Oh.
Enough bones as another bone swarm is conjured on this over here on this near Arya, Akamero, Erud, and Lokir.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, what are these guys doing?
Why are they on us?
Oh, you know, that's a good idea. That's a
Are
good
they
thought.
still moving?
They're still most of them are. They're pretty much all charmed still, moving in the direction
Even
of
the purple marked ones?
the purple marked ones are the ones that are still charmed.
So these three aren't.
No, but
well, I do remember some of them weren't charmed. I don't remember how they weren't because I wasn't even there when they were charmed. But
some of them weren't charmed just because they didn't. Some of them no longer got charmed because they were hit by the Shatter Fist. I think I'm going to ask Kraga to change where exactly they're going. Kraga and Tiresias, where exactly they end up. Because I think Vesta is gonna just come over here and is gonna start munching on this bone swarm here.
I mean, if you'll allow me.
How much move? Like, that's okay.
It's an extra 5.
Fine with that, but if Kraga, you want to just go here. And then Vesta is going to make a munch.
Honestly, if Vesta wants to take out these obelisks while we take out Hera, that'd be great.
Part of me is like, I don't think they'll fit, and part of me is also like, well, Vesta doesn't need to fit because it's Vesta.
It's also a building,
It's
and this thing eats buildings. So,
all right, so that's another 38 damage towards the bone swarm.
Can I show Vesta the map?
I don't think it'll land.
I will.
I don't know.
I'll let you all know. I'll let you all know.
And say kill.
I'll let you all know. Eventually, some of these clusters are going to be taken out generalized, and I'll let you know how exactly later. Probably not in this session, but maybe the next session.
How many sessions?
You think this session's gonna be? You think this comic's gonna be over now?
No.
Surely, Smile.
Would it be
Surely.
nice?
I can see the end on the horizon. It's right there.
In another 5 sessions.
Yes.
All right. That's the end of the Rosmoans. Morgan.
And when we
you
kill
are
him,
flying in the air.
Over.
Okay, so question. Can I use my free action to send something with the sending stone as my free item interaction?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Not a long message, just gonna say to Makaria, when you get to safety, give this message to the Sunwing, and the message is, Hera is in the floating part of the Colosseum. We are all trying to kill her because that will kill the Hecatoncheires.
Okay. You hear
And I'm gonna
a response.
Oh?
Almost immediately. Cirilla and I are on our way to the boat. We are planning to use the teleport to get everyone up.
Get everyone up.
It's fantastic news.
We're so back. The wheel turns once again till we're so back. When will the next It's So Over be?
Where's my hat at?
Am I allowed
as
to
you as I will
respond?
allow this. even though none of you would see this. All the way over at the ship, riding on the back of a massive Thunderjaw, you see Cirilla and Macaria making their way over to the ship, which I don't think I actually mentioned. The initial teleportation dais that was given to them for one of the original ships that Group 4 had, originally meant to teleport more of the Seldarin in once you had completed your initial mission, is now is now on the top of this ship here, on top of Rugo's ship. Attached as a failsafe or a contingency, just in case either everything went successful, but it sounds like Cirilla is able to reprogram the magic on this teleportation dais and can maybe get everyone up onto the Hecatonkries with the teleportation dais.
Hell yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, but when are the Get Yankee friends coming? Smile.
Can I roll a D100 to see if they show up?
It's so awesome it's so awesome that you asked that, but not yet.
What?
Anyways, so is that the end of your turn, Morgan? I think I'll actually, if that's the end of your turn.
No, because that was just my free action, wasn't it? I haven't done anything else yet.
No, actually, no, you have not.
haven't done anything.
You haven't done anything mechanically.
But that's such good news. I'm so happy for that. Thank you. So Morgan is gonna take a shot at the skeleton swarm, and
I'm right next to it.
Yeah, I do qualify for sneak attacks. I've got people in 5 feet, so.
How much health does this thing have still? Because I'm still looking at like the original token on the main map that says it's at full health. Okay, that's
at least
all right. Please go ahead and make your attack. Go ahead and make your attack.
My booming blade, no. It was gonna be so cool.
Oh. Okay.
No.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Oh, the pain. Now bonus action dodge again.
I mean, Crag is right here. Flank?
I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Flank. That's true. Go ahead and re-roll that. Another now one, please. Please, another now.
20.
I will say we'll use the damage from the first one.
Hey.
A 19 does hit, and with
Let's go.
With 10 psychic damage and 14 sneak attack damage, it's dead.
Yay!
Crumbling into a clatter of inanimate bones.
You know,
Hey, Dimitri, you think your dad's in there?
not anymore.
You see just a loose set of plate armor that he was wearing. No, I'm kidding.
I will be looking for.
No.
I will be looking for his shield and sword when we're done here.
If anything, he would have been one of the skeletons that Hades killed in the courtyard.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. Yeah, it really puts my mind at ease.
That's the quote that you needed.
Alright, so bonus action dodge. Alright. Next up are the... I'm not even giving a shit about these other skeletons. Next up is the bone swarm over here.
Sorry, guys.
So Erud is up on the second floor.
Nice.
Arya is in the bottom floor, but is concealed. Lokir is concealed in the bottom floor.
No.
The only one that seems out in the open and is away.
Look, I don't want to harm the baby, but he's on the second floor, and the bone swarm can fly.
No, it can't. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think Erud is specifically in a new building that hasn't had its roof caved in. If I'm correct.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
I did indeed move specifically to a new building that didn't have its roof caved in.
But I think this land shark is a little bit more of an imminent threat. So I think this guy is gonna move over here.
I agree.
Yeah, Akamaro, you're not threatening.
I'll agree for the moment.
Hey, we're squishy wizards. Fucking non-threatening is the way we want to be.
Okay.
Who said I
So
was
one attack against this.
I'm talking about me and Akavero.
That's a crit fail.
Damn.
I'm glad.
And that's the only attack it can make. Because it can only make one attack per person it's one per person in its radius. It's gonna take 9 fire damage from being within the radius, just near this guy, which I haven't cared about until now.
Burning bones.
Yeah, you forgot about it because I wasn't cruel enough to mention it.
Bones,
imagine riding on these magma sharks, which the young magma sharks also have this. I'm just getting 2d10 damage the entire time, just like.
I just thought it was a fire resistant saddle.
No.
I didn't feel anything.
Okay, that's the skeletons. Arya.
Yes. Okay.
You see this bone swarm that's been conjured.
Yes, I do see that. I don't like the fact it's there. It's currently fighting the dogs, and our objective is Hera.
I hate that you called them dogs. I don't know why.
They're
at their smallest. They are at their smallest. They're horses. This is not a horse.
Yeah, but some big dogs are the size of horses.
I'm at a dog-sized horse now.
Fucking horse. What kind of fucking dogs?
I mean, direwolves. They're close enough. It don't matter to me.
What?
I don't care. I don't give a crap. I don't care.
Okay.
Like a pony.
I care.
You are inside inside a building right now. The roof is not caved in underneath of you, caved in over top of you, but the second floor is.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna use our bonus action because it's gonna take time and resources. Would I do it now? Might as well.
Do what now?
Kinetic.
How many? Huh?
I'll use my.
Okay.
Nice. Love Kinetic John.
That is my last spell slot. I am completely drained now. Unfortunately.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
So for the next minute, my speed increases. So with the boots, it's already doubled. So now it's 70 feet instead of 60.
All right.
So I am gonna move 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, right to the edge of this flesh bed. There's a nice little
And have
skeleton
run out of
right
movement.
there.
No, I'm kidding.
There's a nice skeleton right there. I don't really want to attack it. If I'm being quite honest with you, there's free healing over here that won't punch back at me. So
just
the
mowing the
ground
lawn.
is free healing for you.
yes, the ground is free healing. If it has blood in it, that
Do you have Booming Blade?
Are you? If you have Booming Blade, hitting that skeleton is a good choice.
I mean, I can just chuck my hammer. It's in range now of doing that because now I have an ability to chuck the hammer without any consequence.
Ability to chuck the hammer. Well, I think it has to be a melee. It has to be a melee
Booming
attack.
Blade is specifically within 5 feet.
Not Booming Blade, just chucking my.
Well, yeah.
Because I can't use it with a glaive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizards weren't meant to wield glaives, goddammit.
Shit.
Other spellcasters can use it. I think Chimera can. I think my druid can use. And they have a halberd.
Do we want these things to live? Is my question. She's my mouth.
What things?
The bones?
Dogs. I mean, land sharks. Whatever.
Yes, we want the land sharks to live.
Yeah.
Of course we want the big dogs to
Take the
live.
babies.
Fine. You know
Save
what?
the dogs.
Fine. I will move to flank this guy. Whatever. I have the movement even with half. So.
And if you got Boom and
Definitely.
Blade,
I don't want to use that because I have my Vestige Hammer back in my hand that does nice little radiant damage. So, prepare
you do
to meet
both?
whatever deity. I can't do Booming Blade on top of it as well. Yes. So why not?
yeah. Then it can't move at you without taking damage.
Let's do it. Fine. I get advantage on this, so.
Oh yeah, flanking.
Yeah. All right. Don't fail me, please. Boom and Blade. I don't need to cast it. It's a cantrip. Jeez.
I mean, you still technically cast the cantrip.
You cast the cantrip. Yeah.
Well, I was asking what level. I gotta roll its attack die because I don't got it as an attack, unfortunately.
You are at your 5th level, so it is. It's increased to 2d8.
Yeah.
And it does a D8 on hit.
D20, and it uses my spell modifier, not my strength, which kind of sucks, but oh well.
I think it uses your strength. It's just a melee attack.
Melee attack, then that would be with the hand.
Melee attack with your weapon.
Yeah. Okay, so plus 12 because I'm using that hammer, the nice vestige one. Plus 12. Oh my god. And
Yeah, okay.
Hell yeah.
Alright. You're gonna double all of the dice you roll now.
Okay. So I gotta remember what the vestige damage is because I am using that.
Vestige damage is just crit damage. So you're gonna double the damage of your hammer and then double it, double the dice of your hammer and then double it again because you crit again.
And it's using Booming Blade as well. So.
Okay,
So
so
that'll be 2d8 instead of 1d8.
yeah, and then another 3d8. So roll 3d8 total.
Okay, 3d8, and those are just flat beads. I don't add any modifiers to those.
No, we're adding the modifier from your initial attack. Because
Okay.
but
3d8, they are.
so
that.
it's 30 damage,
Okay. And bludgeoning. Let's see.
and then go ahead. It doesn't do, your vestige doesn't do radiant damage, or does it swap to radiant damage?
Yeah.
It does. Doesn't it? Does it change the damage to radiant damage, or does it?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure if it stacks alongside the spell when I'm doing a spell alongside it. If it does change a spell, I don't know the specific.
Hold on, let me look at the vestige. Hold on.
Yeah.
I have to look at my own fucking abomination real quick. Hold on.
Then I have a question about the mechanics of this.
Yeah.
Would it be...
Okay, yeah. They also deal an additional 3d8, so you're gonna roll 68 for radiant damage.
Okay. 68. Radiant,
then-
roll that.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you roll. So total. Go ahead and roll your thunder damage. Go ahead and roll another d8 for the. No, go ahead and roll. Does this booming blade damage deal crit?
I'm wondering if if it moves, does it take 48 damage
Yes.
now?
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll another.
That many.
Go ahead and roll another 2d8. Go ahead and roll another 2d8.
It's not the spellcasting function. It's
I'm gonna say it doesn't. I'm gonna say the after the movement damage does not, but the you still okay. So in total, you dealt 38 radiant damage. You dealt 6 thunder damage, and because of vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. You dealt 60 bludgeoning damage on top of that. So, in total, 60 plus 38 plus 6 is 104 damage in one attack.
Did I one-shot a skeleton?
No, but you certainly brought it below half health.
Okay, I guess I have an aggro now. Well, this is fun.
And then roll an additional
And it
2d8
can't get
in
any
case it moves.
and it can't attack you unless it wants to take another 2d8 blood thunder damage.
2d8.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay, Jeff. Keep it held
Oh,
off.
they said d8.
Okay, so that was my action, and I have bonus action, and there's nothing else I can do, so bring it, Scully.
Fucking hell.
Hey, I got the message. What can I say? Messages are scary.
Each one is gonna each one of your swings here on out is gonna be a boom, 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 and like 3 aftermath explosions of damage.
My hammer
This fucking
literally is like a torch.
Five big
It's fire, so it's double impact for me.
Good God.
The initial blow, then the radiant. That was a triple impact.
I think that is the most damage that has been rolled for a single attack so far in this campaign.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the most, and that was still average damage.
That is my turn.
Maybe not, like, that's probably the most damage a player has rolled, but definitely the Shadow Fist was more.
Yeah.
As Daisy's pointed out, that magma shark gets to make a save against the mass suggestion.
Okay. Honestly, okay, no, the mass suggestion wouldn't be affected by Dionysus dying.
Yeah.
So,
very strange.
I mean, he doesn't have to concentrate on it. It just happens.
It just works.
I think it was a wisdom.
Hot powered.
Nope.
Damn.
The DC of a dead man is still forbidding this land shark from doing anything useful.
You know, it won't be long.
I should point out there are now 4 land sharks just running across this massive fucking pound of flesh, searing it with fire.
Yeah, you better be calculating all that damage.
Leaving like a Ghost Rider trail.
They don't make the save again. It just ends if they're damaged by an ally.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Let's go.
If you or any of your companions damage a creature affected by the spell ends for that creature.
Let's go. I feel
Well,
like that was
then there goes that. All right. Is it the end of your turn, Arya, or do you somehow have more damage you can do?
There is no more damage I can do. I use my action and bonus action.
All right.
So
next up is Violette.
All right.
Do you need to go back here, or are you moving?
Yeah, I'd probably go back to the world now.
Yeah, the bone thing's all gone.
Okay.
The obelisk can't do shit.
I see it right there. I don't know what you're talking. No, I'm kidding.
All right. So,
I hate that I asked that question, and like in an attempt to be like, oh, we don't have to switch over to the map, but then as I asked the question, I swapped over to the map.
Yeah.
Can she climb on the big land shark without dying of fire?
I'm
gonna say no. This is a very knowable one.
I'm gonna say
you can try.
You can. I'm gonna say it's gonna take either acrobatics or athletics to actually get onto Vesta, but no, you won't have to worry about searing presence.
I think she would definitely try that. I think that's a Violette thing to try.
I'm gonna say just because of all of the times she went unconscious from across this entire battle, the intoxication goes away because that's totally how it works.
Yeah, definitely.
She's no longer intoxicated, so she's not getting aided by that abjuration magic, but she will go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics check. I'm gonna say this
20.
costs.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say this costs all of her movement, just because I think that just makes sense. But she is now on top of Vesta.
Yippee! And as she goes, she's gonna use a bonus action to give the last bardic inspiration to Rory.
All right. Rory, you have a D8 of of Bardic Inspiration.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, that's the thing.
Violette takes advantage of like Vesta hunched over, still eating at the bones on the floor of this bone storm, thinking it's still alive.
Clearly a dog.
just like, and is able to easily like just climb her way up. Definitely locking in on this. All right, so that's the end of Violette's turn. Doom is gonna make another GM rolled. Jesus Christ! All right.
Don't do it.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Next up is Kinemonas.
Another big turn. And there we go.
I know how you feel, brother.
Fair enough.
That was my turn for like the first half of this combat.
You should have seen the Battle of Salos. It was 5 rounds of just moving.
It was.
Because we were fighting on the ocean and everyone else was, and the battle was like 200 feet out. Probably more, actually more than that, because everyone was moving 160 feet per round, but it still took like 3 rounds for everyone to get there. Alright, next up is Junji. So you are back inside. I don't even know if Rory... No, Rory's there, so you definitely see Titus.
Yeah, I'm right here. I see Titus?
Yeah.
Damn, alright. Honestly, me and Titus never talked that much.
Yeah, I think we like met him once.
I talked to Titus.
I was at his court hearing.
Yes, great.
He's a goat. Greatest of all time.
Very much so.
So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean, you might want to like point him towards Doom or something, like.
That's fair. Wanna your friends over that.
Over yonder.
Oh, and your name's the Warden now. Man, this is just like Doom.
Okay. So, Junji, it is your turn. You are able to hit the obelisk from where you are right now.
Do remember, killing that obelisk.
Wait, so am I playing as Titus now?
No. You're playing as Junji.
Oh.
Kill the obelisk.
The
Titus is the
initiation
only
was
one
on
showing
him,
up.
and I got confused.
Yeah,
Hold on, I have it
and
written
it's
down
only
on my
showing.
phone this time.
It's only showing Titus right now because that's the only initiative that was rolled quote unquote on on this map. I'll probably fix that real quick. Hold on.
You don't have to, it's fine.
Well, I'm going to, just so that people can see it on the main map, but yeah, anyways. So, it is your turn. You are still playing as Junji for now, at the moment.
Yay. Okay. So, I'm gonna do Commander Strike. And I'm going to... I have to roll a superiority dice.
Do you have to, do you... Oh, yeah, okay. Forgot.
I was trying to move it, and I still had my hand on my toggle, and it started freaking out.
What happened?
So I have a number as my toggle key, and I tried to change the number of the superiority dice, and it was like 40 million. But okay, so I can use one superiority dice. How do I just roll a d8 and that'll get added to Titus's attack? Because I'm gonna use it on Titus.
Let me verify, Commanding strike.
Or
Commander strike.
I don't know if that's
when
different.
you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. When you do so, choose a friendly creature you can see with it. The creature immediately uses its reaction. Okay, so no, so there you're adding you are foregoing one of your attacks to let Titus attack, and the damage that they roll is going to add your superiority die.
So I just roll 1d8, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 5. So they're gonna add 5 to the damage of this attack. Okay. So they are going to make a longsword attack. God, I hate this stupid character sheet glitch where like it keeps repeating the same like attacks and spellcasting lists over and over and over again.
I know
so
exactly
that
what you
there's
mean.
just 3 sets of the exact same shit. He's got like 5 things he can do on his attacks and spellcasting list, but it's just quadrupled on his actual list, so it looks so fucking long.
Yeah.
I think I got mine doubled right now.
Okay. So, is this just any, like, he can just make an attack with anything?
I'm pretty sure because when I looked it up on the website and what I have written on my character sheet, it just says attack. It doesn't say any limitation, so I think it's just like I'm foregoing my
using
action
its reaction
for him
to make
do
one.
something.
Okay. I will so you would not be able to use it on Titus this round because Titus has used his reaction when the obelisk had moved.
Honestly, I don't think we care about this thing anymore.
Yeah, the obelisk is kind of old news. We're going for Hera now.
And it used its reaction already, so you can just get out of there.
But the bit.
Wait, the way that I thought Commander Strike was read is that I forgo my action for a
You are
character to
foregoing
take
one of
another.
their actions, but in order for them to make the attack, they have to use a reaction. But they've already used their But Titus has already used their reaction.
You use one of your attacks and their reaction.
Yeah, you use both.
Okay. Do we know the health on the obelisk?
I don't think we care about it anymore.
Yeah, well,
you can tell it's below half. You are at 4 health. It is not below half health after it just tanked several attacks.
Let's scram.
Yeah, okay.
Also, why does it look like you have a monochrome filter over your webcam?
It's because it's really dark in here, and I switched the way I was laying to stretch out my legs because my knees were starting to hurt sitting crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce?
Why you say it like that?
Why did you say it like that?
Why not?
Why did you say it like that?
Said it like the grandma. Like the
Anyways.
Titus, we're getting out of here.
Hey, Judy.
I'm thinking.
Hey, Judy. Hey, Judy.
Yeah, okay. We're on the mini map. I think I'm just gonna use one of the normal, what are they called, normal health potions? The cheapest health potion that I got for my turn.
Are you using a bonus action or an action for that?
I guess.
A bonus action would have you roll the dice, but an action would give you the maximum health you can get from that.
I'm just gonna take it as an action to get the maximum amount of health.
Okay. I believe the health potion is 2d4 plus 4, so you gain 12 hit points.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so that is your action. Do you have anything you want to use as a bonus action or movement?
I think I'll use my action just to get out of.
You've used your action to drink the potion.
No, not my action. My bad. My bonus action to just get out of the building then, because to get to
that
Hera.
is a free action.
Yeah, that's just your movement.
That's your movement.
Also, I think as it's a backseat, you can choose to double your speed for the round.
I think he already used that recently.
He did.
But did you stand still recently as well?
I don't know if he has.
No.
No.
Well,
The cat's
actually, the round he died and then stood up, that would count.
Hey, he's onto
Fucking
something.
hell.
I like
Alright.
the way this man thinks.
I will say that that's fine. I will allow.
Yeah. You got 60 feet of movement. Let's get the
fucking
fuck
go.
out of here.
I will then move. With that in mind, I will move us out of this, back to the world map, just so I can see where just so you can get a glimpse of where exactly you want to go with 60 feet of movement.
Okay, you're gonna have to give me a second to readjust the map because it always spawns me in the upper, like the most top left
Do you
corner.
have like a general area? You don't have to like look. You don't have to know specifics, but do you know generally where you want to go with your
Give me
movement?
the closest to Hera.
All
Or
right.
where I go.
Sure.
Don't listen. I'm. Because it's
I'm
like.
wondering if we should take this route, because then we can jump into buildings if we can, or we have alleyway, so advantage.
Okay.
I think alley, because wouldn't we be protected in the alley?
No, because if you have advantage, literally all that means is you might not insta-die, and that's a might.
Yeah, these buildings don't have
I'd rather
roofs at the moment.
Well, they still have first floor roofs, so they still have one more hit in them.
Alright.
Alright, is that
What
the
was
end of
that?
your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. What was your question?
Oh, I was just gonna ask, what was that other route that Dimitri talked about before, but it's fine. I'm fine where I'm at.
Okay. Next up is Titus. Back on Ghost.
Turn of the century here. Oh, God damn it. Turn of the century.
Yeah, alright.
Alright. Next up is Viserys. Give me that wisdom saving throw. Alright, you are still golden, my friend. So let me move us to the Colosseum.
See the joke yet?
See the joke. See, that was funnier than the...
So,
Explaining the joke was funnier than the joke.
alright, so I am going to move. I'm gonna fly over quick. I don't know if I can get a hold of my guy. There we go. To here.
You have 80 feet of movement?
Yes.
Come.
Okay.
Just
As I come down,
Uh-huh.
I'm going to cast Thunder Wave.
Nice.
Okay.
Bang.
It's interesting the positioning you chose for this, because honestly I'm gonna see if I'm gonna make a con save real quick for a couple. I'm gonna make a couple con saves real quick. See if you even need to spend a spell slot.
Okay.
Okay, so you before you cast Thunderwave, you come flying over, crash onto the Colosseum Theater, and the two Maw Demons underneath of you just squash like fruit under your foot as you just squish these two to death, and now there's just the one Maw Demon.
Okay. And so that one needs to make a...
Are you still gonna Thunderwave?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, worth it. Just hit it with your like fighter call or something.
Well,
might be able to do more damage that way.
That.
You
Yeah,
also.
actually, no, that's...
Oh shit! Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Oh.
Okie dokie. Dice. 6.
Okay. On a 5, you gain your breath weapon back.
Nice.
Sick. All right. And I am going to lob a. So I will not do. Well, shoot. The guy behind me.
I assure you, you don't have to worry about an attack of opportunity from him. It will do so little damage if it hits you at all.
Okay. Stand by. Let me make sure just a bit. Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, I will hold my spell then on that one and cast Shatter.
Oh.
Okay.
Right.
You have a 10-foot square, or is it a 10-foot radius?
It is a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw it. Ah. Why is it not doing it? Right there? Oh. Can't even do it now. Right between
here. Oh.
Ares, Hera. Hebe.
Oh.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
That would hit all 3 of them.
He had shittered.
I like that.
It shit out.
Do you have enough to do you have enough sorcery points to heighten it?
I do have 2 sorcery points. But no, I don't have not enough for a heightened spell.
Damn.
Okay. Before you hit him with that shatter, Hera and Iris are going to use their held actions. Hera is going to try to hit you with a poison ray. Oof, okay. That is a natural 20 for 40 collective poison damage. And I will need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
We take these.
Plus 10.
Nice.
Okay. You succeed and are not poisoned. And then...
You said 40. You said how many points of poison damage?
40.
Okay. Takes me down to 87. Okay.
And then...
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'm going to need, I think it is another con save.
Is that a fucking fireball?
Yes, it is another con save. That would be a deck save.
Yeah, it would.
Okay.
Okay. So you fail.
Or no, hold on, that's a dex. You said it was a con save, right?
Con save, yes. So
You rolled the dex there.
okay.
I heard deck.
Oh, so that's 4 more for that.
Yeah, it is actually 4 more.
Nice.
Roll again, or just add 4 to that.
What is your total modifier for that roll?
Yeah, con is plus 10. Dex is
Plus 10. So that would be an 18. Let me verify the actual DC of these. Okay. DC is 17. So you are going to take half of 40-10.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry, I GM rolled that, but that is 10 after being halved damage.
Okay.
So in total, you took 40 poison, 10 piercing damage, and now all 3 of them are gonna make con saves.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Where is?
Oh, here, let me throw this out there.
Not too shabby.
You know what? Actually, real quick, Sarah, if you want to do this, you can dissolve one of your spell slots so that you can heighten it.
As a bonus action, yeah.
Just because they're already rolling the check with advantage, if you want to cancel that advantage, you can just kill one of your first level spell slots and do that.
Sacrifice.
I forgot the exact conditions, but that is an option.
Good. Yeah.
Bonus action, do that.
What's the conversion? Yeah, it'll cost you first level spell slot and a sorcery point.
Yeah.
Okay. So what would heightening do it?
Disadvantage on the saves.
Even if they have
Okay.
advantage.
So that's gonna counter their advantage. Hebe failed. Anyways. That is from Hera.
Damn.
Hold on.
And then
Oh yeah, because advantage cancel. Fuck. Come on, Hera. That's not acceptable behavior.
And then Iris is gonna succeed as well.
Unfortunate.
So it's gonna be 10 thunder damage towards Hera and Iris, and then 20 damage to Hebe, and Hebe is thrown 10 feet.
Believe so.
When we call shatter,
Creature.
I think it just takes the damage. I don't think there are.
Oh,
any
okay. I'm
knockdown
thinking
effects.
of I'm thinking
no,
Thunder
no,
Wave.
no.
So yeah, my bad.
Also, the
All right.
structure they're standing on. That is like the whole point of Shatter.
Okay. It buckles, but it does not. I was gonna, if it was low enough, I was gonna have it just cave in. But no, the.
Cast it again.
Oh no, they fall like 10 feet into the minimum fall damage you can take. All right. Not even. All right. So you cast Shatter. Is that the end of your turn?
yes. Unless I can't make another attack since I use a spell. So that's it.
Okay. Next up is Hestia, including Vesta. So I will try to remember that. No, I will not give Violette full control over Vesta. Not happening.
Fair.
But it would be funny.
It would be funny though.
It would be funny, but no.
Drunk driving.
Drunk driving.
See, that can't happen.
Just
Get
comes
a little
full
booze
circle.
cruise in.
Wow, okay. I completely didn't even notice that. So, before anything happens, I'm gonna roll a couple dice, because this, Argos has been attacking for 3 rounds? Is that about right?
Sure.
Sounds about right.
The one attacking fucking.
Hestia, yeah.
Hestia.
And then
Attacking her for a good bit.
I
made...
think it's 2 rounds. I could be wrong.
It's been 2 rounds so far.
It's been 2 rounds. It's been 2 rounds in this session, but I think it made a series of attacks in the last session.
Yeah.
Has made a total of 10 melee attacks. I think only what, like 2 were unsuccessful?
Something like that.
I'm gonna say I'll even it out and say 3, because Hestia kind of has a thing that
Nice.
has a thing which includes melee attacks. So I'm gonna roll this, and yeah, Argos is dead.
Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Finally.
A little overkill, given they had like 80 health left.
No such thing.
So now, Hestia is gonna move here, and she's just going to reach into herself and like a slam dunk, throw this massive lob of magma that she just conjures from her own body, and just slams it onto the rooftop of the building Ganymede just ran into. The entire roof caves in as she's just looking in on the everything that's in the building still. But unfortunately, that is her whole turn. These guys are gonna keep. These guys are going to get here.
Hurry, watch out.
These guys are gonna keep running, but these guys, these 2 guys don't really like how this bone guy is attacking their boys. So
Dogs versus bones, a tale as old as time.
Dogs
they're both gonna get advantage because I'm gonna consider whatever which way this is.
Yeah,
this is flanking. I'm gonna consider this flanking.
Yeah.
Nom. That first one crits
damage
for another 60-12.
It's already dead.
I did most of
I think so, honestly. Let me verify.
That's about 100 damage right there.
49. Yeah, no. The bone demon just like Arya, you came racing up, hit it with this sonic boom of with your warhammer, and as it kind of like scattered and then recoiled back and then returned back into this like snake-like form, you just see the fucking 2 magma sharks come at it and just tear it apart with their teeth, just ripping it apart quite literally. As this like serpent-like formation of bones gets torn in half and then gets just completely consumed in their maws.
Good
and this one keeps going. This one didn't use any movement.
Yep. Keep going.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and now Vesta. So, is Vesta attacking this building here or going elsewhere? I'll leave it up to you all, since actually I'll let Violette have I'll let Violette roll an animal handling because I don't think they actually use their action.
Oh, she's good at that.
Let's hope so. Otherwise,
What are you?
I don't
Good
believe
fucking
you
question.
as a.
Nope.
Oh, damn!
I'm not.
Alright.
wow, plus 10. That was
Okay.
utterly trash. So much freaking good.
I will say Vesta does not cooperate with Violette. Acknowledges that they seem to understand that the threat is over because none of the demons and bones are still alive. So they are going to mosey their way around Junji and Tiresias, and they're going to move on to the next thing, which is helping their mother.
That's what I was planning on anyway.
Yeah, they should just go over there and destroy the
Okay. So, that is not in the right initiative order. I think that's correct now. Okay. So, Nahuatl, that doesn't really matter yet. But, if you all recall, at the beginning of the round, I asked for a d6. And you rolled a successful 6.
Yes.
I do recall.
I would like. Is Rory outside or inside the building?
Yeah, I don't remember.
Outside is what I remember.
Junji and Morgan, I would like a perception check. As you are, I will say with disadvantage.
I refuse.
Fine. That doesn't really. Okay. Arya and Akamero, I would like a perception check with disadvantage.
Blind.
I guess I'll do a disadvantage. This is gonna be fine. What are the chances I get another natural one, huh? Again, okay, very high. Well, I think myself. I walked into that one. It's fine.
Rory, I would like because you were underneath a roof and
yeah, there's no roof.
Are not
and there's
actively
no wall.
looking anywhere. There is a roof still.
Right now.
But I
What?
would like.
We got hit. There's no roof.
Oh, the building got hit. Okay, never mind. Then I would like still a perception check with disadvantage.
All right. I'm not good at these.
I'll say that's enough. So you kind of watch as Morgan flies away, realizing you haven't given her the map. And as you do, looking upward, you kind of, the sound of fire catches your attention first, and you look, and you hear the sound, and you look up. In the air, you see a mote of fire. Tiny, barely, not really, really hard to see. Floating there, no really real source like a torch or anything. Floating there. It only floats there for a single second before it begins to form. It begins to move. As it begins to, as you see this line, as you see it forming lines of fire in the across the sky. But you see one, you see a second, a third, a fourth, fifth. You see 9 of these motes of fire all across the sky above this cluster. You see the lines are forming shapes. In their own individual shapes. individual magical runes. And as what seems to be the completion of these runes happens, the fire extinguishes, and then there is a mote of fire that lobs from the top of these magical runes. All of them cascade down onto the cluster, but they don't seem to have any sort of explosive effect. One of them lands right here, where you... One of them lands right on the rooftop just beside you. And as the moat cascades and ash kind of exhumes from the actual explosion site, you see there's a moment of silence before you see a claw grab at the side of the building that kind of like looks, that kind of feeds into the rooftop. A claw of this like blackish dragon-like claw. And you see a second one, and then a head of a shadow wyvern arc over top and look down onto you. Above the shadow wyvern is a Githyanki.
Let's fucking go!
You kind of recognize the apparel from your previous experience with the Githyanki. This is one of the, this is like the almost like commanders of this like weird hierarchy that they have.
We're so fucking back.
As this Githyanki looks at you with a blade in his hand, as he raises it up high and he says, "In the name of the Zarixian Empire and the firstborn dragon, we will fight this threat together." Let's
fucking go!
Thank God.
Reinforcements. Unexpected, but not uninvited.
Let's
Good.
fucking go!
The payoff of this shit. Do you know how long it took us to find a way to send them back to where they were supposed to go? And how much they kept fighting us?
Alright.
I'm so glad I sent word to them.
Oh, thank God.
We get to watch them take the dash action for 3 turns in a row now.
Well, you know.
Okay.
The fact that they're here is reward enough.
That is their turn. Just the show off. And then we'll move on to Lokir's turn, and I think this will be the last turn of the night.
Do I have vision in here?
In where? In the building that she just caved in? I'm gonna say no, especially because of your muffled vision from being in this building still.
Dash action.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fly out then. When I get out of the safety of the building.
Yeah, let's get.
And I'm gonna go into the safety of this building.
Okay.
Fly out the window and then crash inside this window.
You guys really like breaking windows.
No, we like not being crashed by giant fucking fish.
Kinda like breaking windows.
There is something satisfying.
It's not vandalism if it's already broken anyways. There's a hole in the roof. Not gonna
So, in any of that movement do I get vision in the building? Like, anywhere near that movement?
I'm gonna like, so you are kind of on the same level as the kind of you doing this flying in without changing your height. You aren't able to actually
higher.
Okay. I mean, if you look in on the building, and there just seems to be the little motes of the remnants of the shadowy demons. It looks like this is a 2-story building, and she just caved in the roof of the 2nd floor. And it looks like all of the enemies there either were non-existent or died to the thunder blast to the thunderball that Akamaro casted.
Okay, so I can see the guy, the dude.
No. He went in through the first floor. There seems to be a second floor of this building.
Coward. Then I can. So has the spell on Doom has it been like broken? Because I think the caster got damaged, right?
It's true. That was 20 damage to Hebe, so Hebe is going to make a concentration check.
Come on, low roll.
Because if
That
it
one.
breaks, I can technically say.
Channeling the power of We're So Back.
That was so
it's
close.
one under.
That was so dangerously close, but no, unfortunately, Doom is still.
Okay. Then I will not go into that building. I will continue my movement to Fuck, there's no other building along the way. I mean, surely if I stay outside for one round, nothing.
I was meant to declare.
Well,
I was meant
now
to
we get
declare
the
during.
warnings.
Yeah, I was meant to declare that. That's my bad. There is no Shadow Fist in the next lair action.
Oh no, yeah, sure, but like if I'm not inside the building, then like anything else can hit me, and right now I feel very vulnerable and afraid, and yeah, not a good shape. Anyway, I'm sure
Fair
nothing
enough.
bad will happen. I will fly to there.
This wall and tower are still intact, unless you want to like fly over top of the all of it.
Yeah. How do we do vertical movement?
It doesn't really matter. If you move 5 feet forward, you can just move 5 feet up or down. It doesn't really matter to me.
Okay, then I will fly above it then.
Okay.
But there also. Do I see
Yeah, wait, hold on. I'm looking at this conversation now. You can totally get charged with multiple crimes. What are you talking about?
No, yeah, that's not
Almost
true.
everybody
That
gets
would
charged
take
with
so long.
trespassing
You
and
know
been
how
doing
much
that.
Never been
trial
charged with
takes?
multiple.
You will
trying to do
certainly
that
get
for, like,
charged
all
with
of
Then you gotta
trespassing.
go
for
back the
No,
next
then-
day.
That's vandalism and trespassing.
No,
will
you can't
certainly
get both. You only get one.
You gotta
It's almost
choose.
like breaking and entering.
Wait, do you get to choose or do they get to choose? Like,
If they're on the same
you
level,
do rock,
you
paper,
choose.
scissors for it.
okay.
I don't think anyone's
pretty
gonna
sure
be
it's
arresting us.
I'm pretty
We are
sure the-
on a
the
giant
sentence-
flesh mech.
I'm pretty sure
That's
just
what
the
the flashback
sentence
is trying to
time
arrest
doesn't
us.
stack. I'm pretty sure the
The flashback
sentence.
is a cop.
I'm
They're
pretty,
all cops.
Jesus. I'm pretty sure it's just the sentence time that doesn't stack. Like, if you get charged with 2 crimes, one of them is 2 years, one of them is 3 years, you just served 3 years.
No,
I
you
think it
absolutely-
does
You
stack.
can absolutely get time stack. You can get the same. You can get the same crime stacking for
Yeah,
extra
you
time.
can serve like 37 life sentences. Like, that is something that can happen.
I think the record's like 12, but yeah. I'll
I
double
said
check that.
can.
A record.
You gotta have a lot of heart attack.
Okay.
Gotta up that shit.
Lokir, is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. I was asking, can I see Viserys from here? Like, how does the elevation work from like?
Viserys? Oh, absolutely. He is like right there.
Okay.
So you can, the podium might be obstructing your view, but you can see Hera, you can see Iris, you can see Hebe, and you can definitely
If I
see
can
a massive
Hera,
adult.
That means he can save me too. Yes, he has a giant fucking dragon. She will definitely not bother with me.
Hey, isn't that the Cult of the Raven Queen?
Like, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah, no. That's okay. Smile. Nothing
All
bad
right.
will happen.
Okay, so that is going to be the end of the round, and I'm going to say it's the end of the session. Now, before we end the session, I would like to say this outright. So, you guys are about to destroy this column. Or this obelisk, which is going to take out this platform, if you decide to do that at all. You now have aid from the Zardixian Empire, the Githyanki. The other 2 that were the other options, depending on what you rolled on the d6, was Cirilla successfully making that teleportation dais. And with Cirilla, there will come the rest of the Asphodel Syndicate, the Sabines.
There's more.
Yes.
Yeah, because everybody got everyone got mass healing worded by Ogier. And then also Brugo. I think it was Brugo. Is that Ogier? No, it was Ogier. Ogier, the druid with the shit ton of healing spells, is also one of the options that was going to come up.
Hell yeah.
So, with the inclusion of the Zarixian Empire, the Nahuatl, the Asphodel Syndicate, and all of the rest of the Rosmoans as well, like Dufrabri and Aruhai, I'm going to, after this first cluster is done, you all will be able to assign these groups different clusters to target. And instead of rolling rolling every single roll they do, we're just going to have a generalized combat roll to see whether or not they are successful in taking that cluster.
Hell yeah.
So with that in mind, you'd be able to do that with the Zarixian Empire, the Asphodel Syndicate. I'll include the Rosmoans in the Asphodel Syndicate part, just because that just makes sense. You'll be able to do that with the Nahuatl that are coming with Cirilla. And you're also going to be able to do that with Hestia and her land sharks. And then each one of them is going to have like a combat roll to see if they're successful or not in taking the cluster. But with that said, I'm going to end the session there for tonight, and I'll let you guys ponder for the next week what you want to do with that information.
We're in the we're so back era.
Ponder my orb.
I'd hope
We're
so.
actually we're back.
It is
The
it is
wheel
meant
of
to be a
time
way of
has
like
flown
you
in
can
the we're so back.
it is meant to be a method of you can still attack the clusters if you want to, but now the clusters are going to be taken care of by other people that are not you, and you don't have to worry about the hecaton, and the hecatoncracy is going to, and you can focus on Hera.
Divide and conquer. It is a good method.
Oh, yeah.
Devonker and conquer.
It's
No,
been
I've
12.
heard
It
that.
has been 12. It has been 12 sessions or 12
Hera
rounds of combat.
herself is going to be
Not even 12, I think.
Okay,
It's been
but,
way more.
What stops us from just assigning everyone to Hera?
I don't want to thunder.
If
fist
you
crash
want
down on
to
all
do
of
that,
us.
you can, I guess, also do that.
I don't want to get.
I mean, I think we could wipe her out if we did that.
I do think it might be a good idea to have fucking Hestia and the Sharks help us with Hera, but we should definitely have the Githyanki and the others go for clusters at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's
Understandable.
funny though?
Bro.
I'm also
35
thinking
people ganking Hera, you know? I think that's
Although
funny.
I do
it
think
is
it would
going
be
to
funny.
take us like 10 turns to get to Hera.
Yeah, I do also think it would be funny for fucking Monty Python and the band of merry men to start attacking a bunch of random pillars.
And also now that the Zarixian Empire has been rolled into this combat, the choice or the ally, quote unquote, on that is also being replaced by a different thing if you roll a 6 again or a 5 again, depending on which one you choose. So
Interesting.
Hell yeah. So we're staying evens forever, right? We're even in all the way?
Yes.
Oh, we're even in all.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
65 is
guys,
5, right?
it's like
All-
Stardew Valley, but instead of colors, it's numbers.
Ugh.
You
Yeah.
always hold.
Evens actually have like a 70% chance of being rolled. And
Yeah.
Stardew Valley?
2, 4, 2, 4, and 6. Those are our numbers. Those are what we want. 2.
I'll say again, 6 is higher than 5, so.
true. That is correct.
6 is better than 5.
I think at least, I don't know. Do that one.
If numbers had an attractiveness, I think 6 would definitely be better than 5.
I'd fuck 6.
6
Yeah, I
is the
get
only one
that.
that has a circle, so yeah. 5 is just a snake.
Yeah, but
What?
3 is pretty
Why-
curvaceous.
Very.
I'm almost certain Mr. T advertised Snickers in the U.S.
Remember it.
Why is
I
this a
don't remember
conversation
it,
we
but-
ended up getting to?
That's a great
Why
question
is this
that I
a-
don't know the answer to. I don't want to answer that question.
It was homophobic, huh?
That's what I'm reading. The U.S. complained that the advertisement was homophobic.
I hate this.
Why?
Has the U.S. ever cared about
It
that?
is 4:20 in the morning. I need to go to bed.
It's
Alright.
You know what
You
that
don't want to
means?
hear about the
Laser.
homophobic Mr. T
No.
Snickers commercial?
Alright.
Weirdly enough,
I'm gonna
no.
hop into a different call.
See, Jason's already gone.
I didn't know.
All right.
Whoa.
See you guys later.
Later.
Bye.